Please don't hear any of this, Brad.
All right, we ready? You hitting it? Tell me when we're rolling. No, we've been rolling. God damn.
We're Googling over here.
All right.
To nerd sports now, people.
Exactly.
Look out. Do you fear death?
Oh, one of the greatest lines of all time.
I've got a job to it. I've got a job to it.
Kind of like whistles at her, so Dad looks over and the guy's going. And Dad's like, I got the fuck out of there. I was like, oh man, you didn't partake? I thought that was part of the mountain biking community, that y'all just went out there and had sex together in your tight shorts. But
Literally making me 30 sides of red sauce. He just takes it back up.
So that's what I was doing wrong the first time.
That's what you were doing wrong.
Big Pharma's turning the frogs gay, and it's coming after your kids.
And they're going to make them incredibly happy.
Infowars.com.
Listened to so much. Are you...
See, you got this. You're hired. You are hired for the night.
Job, baby.
Oh.
Holy shit, what an afternoon. Saturday,
Let's go.
July 13th, and President Trump, assassination attempt. What's your thoughts, Stephen Lord? Back from episode 3?
3, I think. I don't know, I drank a little too much that night.
It's hot. So you
Oh
don't have
shit,
to
sorry, okay.
keep it in between you and
It looks
Trump.
like he just got back from the rally.
It looked like
Just flew in from Pennsylvania. That's why he was late.
Drinking Yingling,
From Pennsylvania.
Star
See, it makes
Stripes.
you wonder.
No, dude, I just real quickly, I thank God he's alive, number one. Lucky as
Is
shit.
the left already celebrating this? Have they
Oh
already-
yeah, I've already done battle online, dude. Fuck. Like you damn libtards.
You already gone to bat?
And I'm like, it's so funny because, you know how much I love freedom.
Yeah, I do know how much.
And I love freedom I want freedom for everybody, even for the idiots who are trying to take mine from me, And a day like this is just a real good reminder of how crazy shit has gotten.
Well, do you remember that thing they used to say about Trump? He's trying to destroy democracy.
Yeah.
That seems a little ironic right now.
Yeah.
Thomas, you're the one who called me. Tell me the story. What happened there? Put that right in between you two, will you, Stephen?
Yeah, I'll just slide over. Is that good?
I want that
So
right in my face.
give me the story. What led to your call today?
Well, I was on the way home, visiting my grandma, who turned 91 yesterday.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Nice.
birthday,
Happy
Grandma.
Granny.
So-
Hell yeah.
Me and Dad were just headed back. He was talking to his sister, my aunt, and they're just talking. And she ended up getting a text, and ended up reading it, and Dad repeated it,
Just keep talking.
and it was Trump's been shot. So,
And who was this that was there?
no, this is my aunt in Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
So they were just talking with each other, and about my grandma, since she is 91.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't stay in her house by herself for too much longer, so they need to start planning and figuring out the next step for her. But so yeah, we was just cruising back on 49, get the information. So I mean, I couldn't use my phone to look it up, and he tried on his, and nothing.
Right.
Nothing. So I was like, I know who to call.
Yeah, so
I called you, and
I get this call from Thomas, and he's like, "Hey, we just got a text from somebody who said Trump's been shot. You heard anything?" I was like, "No, but let me get to a computer. Nothing on Google, nothing on X, and anywhere I looked." So I was like, "Well, I'll just go find the stream from it because it's a rally. And they should have had it on." And Fox still had the stream running, and I rewound. You could tell something had gone on.
Yeah.
So I rewound it, and it was like, sure enough.
mm-hmm.
How did you find out about it, Stillwell?
I was sitting there watching TV, and special report comes on, and I mean, these days you don't know what that is. Sometimes it's nothing really, And then boom, it shows it. But then I finally I was on I think CBS for some reason. Maybe I was watching golf. Anyways, but I switched over to I always watch NBC, and I switched over to them, and it was better. It was clearer. It was like the video I seen that you showed me. It was like you could see it clearer, and it was crazy. There's a lot of questions about it.
Let's watch it.
Yeah.
Melissa, will you pull up click on the eyeball. I already got that video pulled up and ready. Go ahead and roll it. Just hit play.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Oh, there it was.
Dude in the hat and everything, but it's still not moving.
Will you full screen this?
How many shots were actually fired?
I heard 6
Well, let's count them. We're going to watch this a couple times. Thank you.
This is great for my PTSD. Thanks, Brad.
We're watching 15.
Where were y'all at? Like, show me. Were you up
Yeah,
here?
Lord, where were you?
I was getting beers.
You were getting up here.
I missed
okay,
the whole
beer
fucking
tent.
thing,
Gosh, damn it. They probably thought it was you. You're
I thought it was 4th of July again.
Fireworks.
The firework narrative. What bullshit.
He just started.
Is that one of
those-
the narratives going on?
Well, no, at first, remember I called you, he called me and was like, hey, President Trump's been shot. I'm like, what? And he's like, well, I think it's okay. I was like, oh, awesome, you know. I mean, it's not awesome, but yeah, I'm glad he's okay. But, man, the very first thing we did, boys, is I went in the living room and told her.
Hold on, here it is. Watch.
Like
Look
my
at it.
shoes.
Look, Trump.
What's up?
Hell
There it is.
yeah.
He gets that fist up.
Let's go.
Look at that fight.
Jesus Christ.
They're going to try and say that he's trying to stir up violence with that. That'll be the new narrative.
I went in the living room and told my wife, who's a producer tonight, thank you, baby. She was like, what? I mean, just blank. I mean, she
You
started
can turn
crying.
the
She
video off
immediately
for now,
started.
But keep it pulled up because we're going to watch it again. It
Tears.
starts at 8. You can find where it starts exactly. It's like 6:40. I think it's 6:40. Anyway, just cue it back up if you would. So, Steven, what's your first impression after watching that again?
I mean, it's fucked up.
What questions do you have? Like that's
What questions do I have? I mean, we found out that it's an Antifa member already. Supposedly,
We do know that.
We do.
That's what I've heard.
But there's a lot
that's
of
too
conflicting
soon.
information coming out. Like,
supposedly they know who the shooter is. He's a
remember
fat
Hot Tua
slob.
Girl?
He's dead.
He's dead, fat slob. Supposedly his identity's come out.
What was the gun?
I don't know that yet. We don't know that yet. But supposedly his identity's been released.
Can you see
I
if you
don't.
can find out any information about what caliber was used? What was it? You don't have to show anything on screen. Just see if you can find any new information because this just happened like what 2 hours ago.
3 hours ago.
Wow, wildest phone call I've ever
So the
gotten.
question is, how close was the shooter?
Yeah.
200 yards.
Oh, we know that. Okay, I'm learning.
Well, you can't even get.
He
a
was
gun.
there.
Yeah, saw the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
There are multiple shooters,
Well, I mean,
boys.
you can't even
This
get
is
a gun
like
into a Razorback game. So how?
And they have those like
How?
The 3D printed stuff. I mean, you got
They've
ghost
got those-
guns.
they've got those 22s that are like they're like made out of plastic.
That's just the
but I don't
that's
think
the
they hold
polymer,
that
though.
many. Yeah, I don't think they hold that many
But,
rounds.
No,
but
they do.
surely, I
Do they?
don't. Could a
But that's
3D
not the
printed
barrel.
gun-
You still gotta have the barrel. You
That's a
can't
hell
have
of a
plastic
fucking
barrel.
shot though, with
Well, that's
something
what-
like
but
that.
you
Like,
couldn't shoot something that far, could you? Would it?
no. And how the
let's
fuck
just-
could you miss that big old melon? Like,
Yeah. See, I want to know
Right in the
why.
ear.
Why did they
Antifa
miss?
member probably hasn't shot many guns in their life.
Do you think it was
The
really
adrenaline.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. I don't think it was incompetence. Why would they graze the ear enough to give him a scar?
Dude, that's
I mean,
so
I
close.
think
It only
when, I
benefits
think when
Trump.
Trump.
If he's at
Let's
doing
watch it
this
again. Let's
200
watch his
yards
head.
away.
Let's watch his head movement and
yeah.
see, because you got to figure that you don't know what angle.
Yeah.
But he does
Yeah.
move a lot.
No, you can.
I think
200 yards.
I think he moved
so
at the right time.
everybody looked that way, but
Mhm.
it's almost as if it came because
Let's
if
watch-
it was at this direction,
Yeah.
then other people would have been hit.
Somebody did get hit. They died.
No, not right behind
Oh,
you.
yeah,
not
it's-
right behind
oh,
you.
yeah, it's
Right
off to
here,
the side.
Yeah, it'd have to be the other direction.
Right.
Take a look at what happened.
See, everybody.
The first shot grazed him.
Again, like people
Can
know.
it take him a second to react? You can stop it there. I just wanted to see that part. That's probably the part.
Because you
we'll
hear
keep
the shot, and
playing.
then after you hear the shot is when his hand went up. Then you hear another shot.
Yeah.
It's
But
reaction time.
Any idea what caliber that was from listening to that?
It sounds small.
It's-
Like a
it's
high
suppressed.
power,
obviously gotta be
high power.
small.
Like a
It's
22
suppressed.
Hornet, or it's
It's
something.
also got a suppressor on
You
it.
think?
22 Hornet, 78 HMR, something suppressed.
Yeah.
Nothing over a 22 though, because nothing in like 2235556.
That could be a 22. Like
It could be.
It sounds like
we don't
a
know where
22.
the mic was and how much
I've
the
been
mic
with the
suppressed.
guy who has
No
a
more than that.
suppressed 308 that sounds just like
Yeah,
it.
I have heard, yeah.
But a 308, and he
But
just
at
straight.
200 yards, I mean,
308's really good. 320 yards.
it could have been a
200 yards,
bigger
that's perfect.
caliber.
That's
than-
what you want.
That's what I'm saying. Anything like under that just doesn't. I mean, fuck.
But what if it's 200 yards away? It could be a bit muted. I mean, that's a bit of a distance.
Well, it's suppressed for sure.
I don't know.
To hit a motherfucker's ear or not.
But that had I don't believe it was incompetence that they missed him. I think it was a warning shot, or
There's so many factors if you're that far away. You got your wind, you got the
Where'd the
you
other
got
bullets
bullet,
go?
you got the heat.
where'd the other bullets go?
And somebody died.
And everybody
Yeah,
was
someone's-
looking the other
We
direction.
have 2 people dead that were there, right?
The shooter's dead, and we know somebody in the crowd
and a bystander.
just got really fucking lucky. No, not the person who died. God
If it
bless.
came out that
but-
the shooter was Vivek Ramaswamy, what would you say?
Thomas would fucking be like, "Told you so." Fucking told you so.
He's a DARPA bot. That's
He's
what
a
I would say.
dark bot.
Yeah.
Man.
No way.
No, I
He's a
like
shitty
Vivek.
shot. That's the case.
I just don't believe it was a miss.
Under adrenaline, you're about to kill Trump.
Dude,
It's
think
not
it was a
like
miss.
you're target
these guys
practicing.
Are professionals.
How do you
They-
know though?
I
Antifa
don't know
members?
shit. I'm just
They're fucking fat.
speculating,
This was
just
a
like
fat
you are.
slob loser. He wasn't a trained assassin. He
You
wasn't a
fucking
fucking
know he is.
Marine or
So
a
here's the thing: like,
SEAL.
a sniper is not going to aim for the head.
Right.
A trained person is not going to aim for the head too. If you're that type of person, if you're a sniper out to kill,
Where are you
like
aiming
how
for? The
Body
chest?
shot.
where's the
You just
biggest
want to
part of the
hit,
body?
dude. You just want to hit.
this is your money shot,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
but
he
a
wears
lot
a
of
vest.
times-
unless
a lot
the
of
head
times-
is the only thing that's visible.
Well, a lot of times, like people. I mean, I'm just thinking like outside the box. Well, I mean, if Trump's standing up there, you kind of might even think he's got a bulletproof vest on. Of course,
yeah.
people. So
yeah.
of course,
no, that's a
people's
good
gonna-
point.
of
He
course-
probably does.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't
Well, I
you?
think
And that could have been a couple more bullets. He could have taken a couple more, and we don't know.
But if you are we confirmed on 200 yards?
That's what I've heard.
You
I don't know.
think- Okay, just assume it's 200 yards. That could
a hell of a
possibly be
shot.
outside the bounds of where the security is.
Yeah.
That's
be.
a pretty long distance.
Think
you
about because
still
the
have
crowd goes out this
watchers.
way, but how far is the crowd
It was
going
like a-
this way? Think about how far 200 years.
It
if
was
we
like a
walked left from
fairgrounds. It was a
Yeah.
Pennsylvania fairgrounds. That had to be fucking huge. I mean,
But
think about
security
Washington
stops
County.
somewhere, right?
Right,
So
and you
there's
can't
layers.
get through. You're right.
And last I heard, he was on a roof.
Goddamn, listen.
Who the hell are you listening to?
I mean,
Fucking all the news, dude. Everything I could. And people text me too.
tell him, Thomas. Seen it on the internet, didn't you? Do it. It's usually Thomas is good too.
Hey, we see shit on the internet.
I mean,
We talk about it.
It'd be all true.
No, it can't all be true. It seems like one side lies more than the other. This is my
Fucking crazy.
perception of it. I'm interested to see how the media covers this tomorrow. I'll
Well,
be
which
real.
media? Like,
All of them. One side's
Right.
gonna
yeah.
hail him
It's
as
gonna-
a, you know, this
it's-
is gonna make him sore. Now he survived an assassination, and they're just making him cooler.
I
and
think it
cooler.
was a failed opportunity for whoever it was.
So you
it
think
was
they
meant to be
missed?
assassination?
You believe they missed?
100%.
He was incompetence or inexperience.
I just think
So
it's
it
just
was
one of those.
Biden.
I just think it's one of those things where
Yeah.
they had it lined up.
They were shooting to
but there
kill.
was a calculation that was just a hair off.
Well, what do you think, Stu? Which camp are you in?
There's just so many factors because, in my opinion, like if you're going to go after Trump, if you're going to shoot him, like why would you use a low caliber? Like I don't know, like it can't. To me, like it can't be anything. It can't be that high of a caliber. Like even if it's suppressed, there'd be like it. I don't know. I just think there would be a lot more rapture. There'd be a lot more. Even if it was 308, even if it was 556, it would be bigger. Like I just don't. I don't know. There's just a lot of questions about it, and I just cannot believe that if someone's gonna do it, they just graze his ear, like. And like you hear
So
at least.
you're more aligned with my way of thinking. That
I think that's how close they were to making it happen, to blowing his
It was
brains
very
out
close.
on TV.
Yeah. He could have died. He
But
was very lucky.
could that have been a warning shot? To say,
No.
hey, we're
No.
It's just like you didn't want to think it was shot. Like when I called you back, I was like, dude, those are gunshots. You're like, no, bro, are you sure? Like the fireworks. Are you sure it wasn't this one?
No, I
you
was
don't
like-
want to. You don't want to go negative.
No,
you don't
at
want to go
that time-
pause. Like
at that time, my question was, could it have been like a paintball or airsoft gun?
no, I was like no. You're like
Well,
it sounded
so
like
they-
fireworks or
They
explosions.
talked about that, how they have those deals, and I can't remember the name of them, but they have those deals that you can put in like paintball guns. But again, it's a hell of a shot, 200 yards. There's no way it's a paintball gun. That eliminates
Yeah,
that.
well, I didn't know at the time it was how far away it was.
Yeah.
Well, I started going through all the different channels. I went to Fox, I went to CNN, I went to MSNBC, you know, and I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm
Yeah.
on everything.
He's hitting it all.
Getting text messages, texting friends, and it was so funny. MSNBC, very first one I went on because I wanted to hear these you know, I was listening to the live broadcast, but then I went to MSNBC, and they had somebody from the FBI giving their thoughts on it. They're like, no, this is definitely a shooting. And they're still saying, oh, the incident. Oh, we're hearing it's fireworks. And they're like, no, that sounds like a rifle or, you know, semi-automatic rifle, blah, 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 blah. Yes, I think this is an assassination attempt. Destroying their narrative real time. Go to CNN, next one. They have somebody in the FBI saying the same damn thing. Destroying the narrative. This is what it sounded like. Sounds like two different calibers if you listen. Two different calibers. I think once he's shot, Secret Service, but all those police officers that are all geared up, I think they found out pretty soon where that shooter was, and they took him out immediately.
They're going to know where the ideal spot would be, anyways.
I mean, they were on it, and they didn't miss.
No.
It's funny how,
but also, sorry, go ahead, Sewell.
I was just saying, it's funny how many of those people you don't see, and then all of a sudden, boom, out, you know.
Did you see the big gun military dudes
yeah.
get up there? Like, where
And
the
you
fuck
know
were
those
guys?
dudes are not just on the stage and shit.
No,
They're all on the
everywhere.
perimeter. Yeah.
Everywhere.
So he is taking precautions because it does kind of look like he's just out in the middle of a cornfield. You're like, what is he doing?
But
it
you
seems
can't-
a little risky, but
They probably have snipers out there, and they probably have people that are looking around the area.
Yeah.
So you can't have a big cal. They're not going to get a 50 cal out
No way.
and get in a prone position on top of a building because it's a little obvious. So they had to be discreet about it. And I'm
or security knew about it and let him in. That's my thing. It's like,
maybe that too.
how do we know it?
It really seems like a
Maybe it was the
job.
CIA.
That's what Rachel said. Sound like, you know, she.
Well, it's just like
I just feel
JFK,
like
dude.
something's amiss with
She
this.
thought it was
Something's
inside.
not right.
I love how everybody says it's not American to have political violence. I'm like, how many presidents have fucking died?
Yes.
How many presidents have been assassinated?
How this country get started?
Come on.
Remember that?
That's pretty American, actually.
I mean, that's
It's
kind of
fucked up
what
as
we
a.
do. It's just uncivilized. now.
Sorry.
But shit.
Here. Last time I brought you a present when I was here, and it didn't air, so here.
What is this? Yes.
I don't know what where the straw is. Because
I got straw.
Because you got a thing like it. Baby, you know where the straw is?
I love it, dude.
I think I lost the straw. I'll have to check the car before I leave.
I've never had so much merch for any person in my life as I have fucking Trump merch.
You're a fanboy. We know.
No, I just think it's like the Andrew Schultz joke. It's like joke where he says like, I only follow presidents who can move merch. You know, it's like we're in a new era of politics. It's WWE now.
Anyone on the fence voting Biden, like, I heard somebody say, I eat vegetables, I don't vote for them. Because Biden has Parkinson's disease. It's clear as day. Anyways.
It does. Well, I wanted to talk about this too. After the debate, anyone who's been following Biden for the last 4 years was not shocked at all. It was just like, in fact, you know, I think if anything, it was like, finally, people are getting to see this. But then the shock on the left, it's like you either had to have known, or you're getting so much suppressed because you're only watching one side of the media that, like, how could nobody have known about Biden?
They need Emmy awards because it was great acting. Number one. I mean, these are all failed actors. They couldn't make it in the acting world. They're all a bunch of losers, right? These talking head puppets on CNN and MSNBC, and they just, you know, they have to say all this bullshit to keep a job. That's all it is.
Following the script.
Yeah.
We might not should have gotten these two together over here still.
Like
comes
a
all the
power storm
conspiracy.
Get some good power over here, really good energy.
Yeah, y'all
Nobody
got,
over there.
Let's go.
You got that Let's Go Brandon chemistry going over there.
Straight from the rally.
Look at this. if anybody, people talking shit,
Wow.
you flash them. Yeah.
That's what
See
real.
that, America?
That's what real problems look like, kids.
Who dat?
It's
I
not
can always
good.
count on you to just be a fucking wild dude. If you just want to get rowdy.
Shit's gonna get wild.
Trump, number one, baby. Let's go.
Is that the Louisiana and you coming out?
Yes.
Is that how y'all are down there?
God
Yes.
damn, it's all starting to make sense.
Hell, right?
Cajun.
It's a Louisiana thing.
Yeah.
Cause how long were you down there?
I mean, I was born there, partially raised until my parents got divorced, and we moved up to Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Ooh,
As a
nice.
kid, all my family's down there still, so go back
You
and
still
visit a
spend time
lot.
down there, yeah.
Had a bartender in Vegas this past weekend tell me, he goes, the one people I don't have to worry about are people from New Orleans. So one
what way?
people I can overserve, and I don't have to worry about them being able to like get back to their hotel room. And
That's not
function.
what Brad said.
I never said that.
I can still function.
You
It's
got
just
overserved.
nobody wants to deal with me, you know.
He overserved himself the other day.
I'm gonna do it again tonight.
I went to Bourbon Street. It was the most debauchery I'd ever seen in one place.
It's a good time.
Let's go down there and do a podcast.
Suck, dude, that place.
Get some beignets.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrific.
Who dat? Let's go, baby.
Thomas
Get some
was
hurricanes.
Just fucking insanity. Well, we were also there on like St. Patrick's Day, but it was just nuts.
That would be cool.
Sounds too crowded.
No, it was a massive. You
So
couldn't
that-
even walk down Main Street, and if you went down an alley or something, there's people fucking and shitting and pissing.
Yeah, so
and
like I've been like
passed out.
I've been at least 3 or 4 times, and I've never been to Mardi Gras. I don't want to go. Like I've just been to like NFL games or like down there just to checking out in general. And I can't imagine how stupid Mardi Gras would be. Like it
If
would
you
be no
don't know
fun.
some locals to go to their house and be close to the different parade
right.
routes,
If you could be up on like a balcony, badass.
Or like
who the fuck you
uptown St. Charles area or
Yeah.
or mid city,
You're right. That you could walk.
because there's all
out-
kinds of different crews,
Sure.
right? And there's all kinds of different parade routes. And if you don't know how to navigate the city, well, yeah, because
But
French
fuck
Quarter's a
that.
disaster.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's like
How much of that got destroyed in the
Oh man, it went right up
True,
everything. It went right up
What?
everything.
they basically had to rebuild that.
Katrina from Katrina.
Yeah.
80% of the city got water.
80%.
Yeah, something like
Damn.
that.
You know,
It wasn't all like some neighborhoods, obviously Lower Ninth and Bucktown and area, or not Bucktown, but where my sister
But like
lived
that
in
was
Lakeview.
one of the biggest disasters
Man.
I ever remember in my lifetime. Maybe the biggest.
Yeah, and it
to
was
this day.
failure of the core. Yeah,
seeing it before and after, man. Like, 'cause I've
Oh,
been
you've
before.
been both.
Oh yeah, and like it just like, after going after it happened, it's like just everything just covered in dirt. Like it's just
Shit.
it
New Orleans
looks
went to shit out there.
terrible. I mean, it was already like
Teetering.
it was already just like a different. Well, yeah, I mean, it's already like once you cross that fucking bridge, you're in
Yeah.
a different world.
Yeah, you are.
You really are. I mean, but when you get in,
World.
especially the French Quarter, Canal Street, everything surrounds there. I mean, it's just a different world. But after Katrina, it's total. Which I mean, there's shit
maybe-
that's never got rebuilt. And I understand
No.
that. That was terrible.
So is today going to be? I can talk about New Orleans all night, but I won't bore everybody. But is today going to be? Is this one of the moments y'all feel that you remember where you were, like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, the day President Trump was shot? Where was I? Kind of moment.
Well, I'll definitely have the video to go back and look.
Right.
I
We've got
We got- You're
No,
drinking
yes.
on Brad's.
No, I 100% believe. Yeah.
Like I'll never forget the phone call you called me.
Well, it's likewise with Tom.
Yeah, like I'll never forget
I'll
that.
never forget that.
And hopefully
At what
that
point
call
did you
never
get my
comes again.
text?
Like right after, like within a few minutes of talking to them. Like, I
Dude,
think I was on the phone with Lord when I got your text.
As soon as I went in there, I was stinky from working in the backyard, and I came in telling Melissa. She started crying, and she's like, "We got to pray right now." I was like, "All right." And I can't tell you the last time I prayed, and that's terrible, but can't tell you the last time I prayed. And we sat there and we prayed, and we both cried, like we both just. And even on the drive down to your place, I mean, I was like, I'm just still in shock, truly. Like it's not surprising to me that it happened because
No,
the
not
fucking
at all.
libtards have been calling them, the media's been calling
They've
them.
been saying they're going to do it anyway.
And the establishment, Republicans even been calling him Hitler for 9 fucking years.
Let me ask you this, Thomas. I'll go to you on this. They've been. Fuck. How does the media justify this?
Whatever they're told, however they're told to spin it.
But how are they going to be told to spin it? Where do you think they go?
No, that was going to be my question. Like, what's going to happen next? Are they going to continue to rally, or is this just going to cease until?
But here's also part of my reason for it being an intentional miss. You get them off the campaign trail. You get them to stop doing these rallies. You don't kill them, but you stop them from getting out there.
I think they wanted to kill him, though. I think they wanted to really strike a fear to a lot of people by blowing his brains out in front of everybody, a live event.
Well, my fear is
Yeah,
also that the right is getting baited into a violent act. But then again, what's this country based on? I mean, it's getting tricky, boys.
You could take one of the most trained people with a firearm, and you tell them to shoot the president's ear.
Who made the call?
At 200 yards. Imagine how hard of a shot. It would be a lot harder to aim for the ear and nick the ear.
Yeah.
To make an event versus shooting them. You'd have a better chance.
I worked with a guy that could hit a fucking penny from a mile away.
But this is also not a trained person. This is not a trained assassin.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know.
How do we know Antifa's not a misdirect? Like, I just don't think we know
because
anything.
they don't.
We don't know.
We see the fight, the Proud Boys and shit.
Soon.
They can't fight.
It's fog.
They can't debate.
Anything that happens like this, it's fog.
They can't take care of themselves.
I get your argument, but like you just can't be confident in that yet. I don't think.
I think it's too soon with all the details.
I agree.
But I think they missed.
Yeah, we'll see.
And the shooting is funny too. You can tell they're just. You hear the pattern, the shot pattern, or hear the
Can we watch that
cadence
one
of
more
shots.
time, Melissa, please?
It doesn't sound like someone confident in their shooting.
It was
to
a bolt
me.
action.
How can you
Goddamn
tell?
forensic fucking shit.
Forensic side of it. They didn't sound confident based on the shots fired.
It's like, and then they just start.
Do you hear the pussy in that? No way.
No.
That's
Probably
funny.
20.
Still, it cracks me up, the fucking dude in the back. Like,
And that's a little bit old,
Fucking
that chart. That
Slash
chart's
back
a
there.
couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said,
look at him
take a look
checking
what
his
happened.
shit. Look. You notice that too, Brad? The dude in the hat, he's like checking his shit right before it.
Now those are multiple gunshots killing the bastard. I
So
think.
you see the rewind it or go back to right when he gets shot.
These people still standing up.
Dude, nobody
So Jason
ran.
still
See
pointed this
something
out. Okay,
that
pause it.
Well, I
Take a
mean,
look
you're
what
not going to
happened.
know. It's
Okay, you see the guy in the hat. He's
To the
top
left.
which
left
guy in
corner.
the hat?
He's
There's
left.
a fucking
down.
bunch of hats up there.
Weird
The guy in
hat.
the very top
Oh,
left.
the camo?
Yeah, she's got
No,
the,
that
yeah.
no.
Watch this guy.
The one
now.
is she's got
where the mouse is on.
mouse, yeah.
Put the mouse
Okay.
back on it.
I see.
Rewind it a
Alright.
little further. Rewind it a little further because he's already.
Look at these two guys. They're looking that way towards the shooter.
They know where it's coming
Watch
from.
the hat guy.
Watch
Watch
this
the hat
guy.
guy.
And
Watch
that's
this
one
guy.
shot.
He
He
like
looks
checks
out
his
of place.
pockets
Watch the hat
and
guy.
never
Chart's a
fucking
couple of
moves.
months
Yeah, he's
old, and
Antifa.
If you want to really
Why is
see
he looking
something
that
that
way?
said,
Look, it's
Watch.
almost
look what
like.
happened.
And look at him like he's looking out like it's fucking.
He's
doesn't-
not
Doesn't
shrooms,
move,
dude.
doesn't duck.
Never
It's not
does.
Still, okay,
Shrooms.
pause it.
Never does.
Still, I also brought up the point, like if you're there, if you're a dude at a rally like this, and your wife or child is in danger, there's a kid there too.
Yeah.
You're diving on him. Like nobody does that.
Never. You see it.
Dude, he's
video.
high as fuck.
It
Dude, he
happens
probably eats
too
5
fast.
gummies. He's just there. He's like first.
We're talking about the people in the stands.
No, the people
It
in the
doesn't
stands.
matter. Have you been in a gunfight?
No, that's what I'm saying.
No,
Are they in
that's what
shock?
we're saying though. Any shooting you've seen anytime ever in history,
People just
people
scatter.
fucking scatter and
You-
run.
So what are you saying? They're in shock.
Are you
Three
kidding?
things are going to happen.
All right.
You're either going to run, you're going to freeze, or you're going to fight.
All right.
Everybody chooses to freeze at that moment.
Have you been in a gunfight?
Have you?
Yes.
Have you seen how many? Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
I've gone-
I'm just
I've
going.
gone-
You.
I've gone through active
All I'm
shooter.
going.
I have gone through actual active shooter
And
with
you
blank
sit there?
rounds.
And you're trained to sit there.
With it's a human nature. You're going to do one of three things.
Yeah, no,
when
that-
it
that's
happens,
true.
you
Yeah.
have to stop and process.
Yeah.
Was that a gunshot? What do I do? Your natural instincts are going to take
Well, it's
over
like
after
when you
that.
called
And
me
I'm-
today, and
I'm
I was
not-
like, I immediately dismissed it. It was like,
We went through
Yeah,
it. It was
it's-
when I was at the hospital at Willow Creek. We went through it with the the Johnson police up in the upper part where the doctors have moved out. And it's like a maze up there. If you don't know your way around there, you're like, how do I get out of here? But once you know it, it's like, okay, it makes sense.
Bunch of white
The
people.
guy, the cop comes in, pow, 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 you hear the gunshots. And it takes you seconds, if not minutes, to like, was that a gun? Like, what was that?
Yeah.
But that's how you reacted.
No, everybody is going to act different.
Well, that's what
I went through it
saying is
multiple times.
why did everyone there react kind of the same way?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you see different reactions from different people?
Yeah, nobody.
I was
But
a lot.
people
I
are
was a
getting
lot
down.
more into
People
the
are getting
thing,
down
too.
and
When
shit.
you're
They're not all
actually
just
but-
standing there.
And
Nobody-
the reason no one's reacting because they don't know what's going on.
It's
If
so
you're a
far
lot
away.
closer,
Yeah.
like if I throw a firework down here, you gonna move your foot.
Yeah.
If you hear it over there, you gonna move your foot.
That's a good
it's the
point.
same thing.
But everybody's central fucking point is at Trump. Everybody. Why wouldn't they be there? So
You
when
don't
he
know how
hits
la-
the
you don't even
ground,
know how loud
so
it
when
is
he hits
around
the
them where
ground,
they're at.
they just fucking sit there. Like
Well, what are they
That's
going to
the
do? I
dumbest
mean, it is dumb. And you should
nobody
react.
runs,
You
is
should
what
go.
I'm saying. Like nobody.
and
you
they
don't
should-
see, I'm just saying like it's weird.
But like Thomas's argument, if it's that far away, it could have sounded like fireworks, and people just didn't.
But you know,
like,
if
what's going
you don't know
on.
how to react.
You're right.
You know who knows
So
how to
I-
react? All the gun videos you ever watched. Have you noticed who runs from gunshots? People from poor countries in the hood because they're used to hearing gunshots and they know the reality of it. None of those people have ever been in a fucking shooting before.
Or shot a gun.
Okay, and if they're 200 yards with a 22 caliber rifle, it doesn't sound like a gun. You know what I mean? It sounds like a gun, but it's like shit. Is that a gun? I don't know if it's. And it's Pennsylvania. It's not fucking Alabama. So these are a bunch of Yankees. How many of them even shoot guns? And who could ever imagine in their safe state of guns, how much gun control they have
well, that's
in
an
PA?
argument for why they did it in Pennsylvania. Because could you get away with doing that in Texas?
A lot more guns in Texas, so your chances of getting shot are higher.
And we're much more
But-
suspicious of crazy
But would
thugs.
people react differently in Texas because they're used to hearing gunshots?
They probably will pull out their pistols.
Right?
They're probably ready to fucking kill somebody. I would be.
I'm just saying there's a lot of... This is a...
No, it's
But dude,
fucking
this is a
crazy.
huge event. I mean, we can't really theorize on any of this shit. I mean, we're having
No, we
we're on
can theorize all day long.
we're on the
That's what-
podcast, but
that's all it is.
how
That's all
correct
it is.
are we on
But
any
yeah,
of it?
none of it's
None of it's right.
Well,
Who knows? Who
some
the
of
fuck
us might
knows?
end up
We
being
are
right,
theorizing.
Be by accident. But
More
we'll
of a
see.
hypothesis.
Tom's is confident. I fucking know I'm right.
It's like you fucking idiots have never been in a gunfight.
I mean, again, if
No,
I
he has,
would-
he has good arguments.
if I wouldn't have been through that training
Yeah.
and
No, I respect
Yeah, and
that.
I totally
they go
understand
through that. I mean, when we did it, I went through it a second time, knowing I was going to do something different. When the officer came in and popped off those shots, the lady that was in the where you would check in, behind the little window or whatever. I didn't see this. I just heard about it. She flattened the person next to him to get out. But everybody knew what they were going up there for.
So that was a different reaction.
I had a buddy tell
So,
me once he was in the
again,
Marines.
But then there was another lady, like when the officer, after he did that, he was walking through the halls, he started hollering the doctor's name. The lady opens the door, is like, he don't work here no more. Boom, 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 boom. All six of y'all are dead.
Yeah.
So, it was a training exercise. But the fact, and I'm just going off of the fact of
Well, that's
when
like point blank
when
range,
you
so
first hear
it's a
a
little
gunshot,
What's reaction time?
your reaction is not going to be, oh shit, I got to fucking run. You're going to
Yeah.
stop and like try to process, was that a
I'm
gunshot?
not in the process much. I'm just.
I'll put money on it. You'll sit there and be
I'll-
like, was that a
I'll
gunshot?
One of
get-
my
I'll
buddies
get the
Then you're
fuck
going
out.
to fucking
For the
run.
I'll get
Marines.
down and fucking crawl out of that motherfucker. I'm not.
You'll freeze
I won't
first.
sit there and start looking for where the
You'll
fucking
freeze
bullet.
first. Because you're not going to know where that shot came from.
Yeah, I don't think so, but that's just my opinion.
And think about it being at a rally too. I mean, it's you being
I would
it's
be
so
at
much
Trump rally,
disbelief.
but yeah, I mean,
Still, I was like, I wouldn't be there in the first place.
but yeah, like yeah.
Honestly, that you have to, if you're going to rallies, you have to have that.
Oh,
back in your
absolutely.
I would hate to have the seats behind Trump.
Yeah,
mind. Yeah, dude.
But-
everybody thinks it's like going to get them on social media, but it also gets
I
you in
wouldn't
the
want to
target
be
zone.
anywhere around.
but
in
then
front of
again,
him.
the shots that we heard, we heard at least 3 that were the.
Can we try and count the shots?
Why were they not like?
Definitely 3.
But there were also 2 people that died.
It said there were 6 to 8.
6 to 8 dead.
I heard at least 6 to 8
Oh,
shots.
shots.
I heard like 6 or 7 shots.
No, it
But
definitely
like
6 at
Steven
least.
said, the last couple possibly could have been actually the kill shots to the.
Yeah,
Because I heard FBI guys say I hear 2 different calibers. I hear multiple calibers.
And at the end,
And I heard multiple FBI guys say that when I was watching the foot, the coverage.
But the people who died didn't appear to be behind Trump, from what I could see.
No,
So
there's
were
no
they
way.
closing in on the guy as he's doing it? And they
Or was he
rushed him?
That's
behind
information
him?
we don't know.
We
Or was he
just-
from behind him the other way?
Who knows?
Because he was facing that way.
I love how all the details are probably going out right now as we
Right,
sit here and
yeah.
theorize on all this bullshit. And everybody else knows exactly what's going on except
Watch it
us.
one more time.
No, they're not actually releasing.
So we'll just keep getting
They're not
drinking and
releasing
theorizing.
details, she said.
That's
So.
the
They're
fun
not
part.
releasing details other than it.
I'd be surprised if Trump doesn't come
Was
out.
the motherfucker part of Antifa?
We don't know.
Oh, bullshit. Mom told me that.
But I do want
I
to
trust
tell
Mama.
you-
She's never
My
wrong.
mom told me that.
Oh, like there, that mom was never
Mama
wrong.
said,
Even though she's like, well, listen, what's that fucking TV?
What are we looking at here, Melissa?
Just read this. I know it's a couple paragraphs.
All right, witnesses described the chaos that unloaded after a shooting at a rally for former President Donald Trump, including one man who said he saw a gunman on a rooftop minutes before shots were fired. The witness, who called himself Greg, told the BBC that the man had crawled on top of the building located just outside the rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday. We noticed a guy bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us 50 feet away from us. Greg recalled to the BBC with what appeared to be a beer in his hand.
see,
Fucking A. He was drunk. That's why he missed.
Mom
So
says
it
there's
was- so
another
it was
person in
Steve.
critical condition. There's another person in critical condition.
We're standing there
I heard
pointing at the
someone
guy
mentioned
crawling
this.
up on
Yeah.
the roof. He
One
had a
died,
rifle. You could clearly
and the
see him with a
gunman, so
rifle.
2 dead
Absolutely.
and one in the
The
hospital.
police were down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. The police were like,
No.
huh? Like they didn't know what was going on, the witness added. We're like, here on the roof. We can see him from right here. He's crawling. We got videos posted on the internet. It's trending.
Well, there goes the fucking sniper theory.
Wow, whoever these cops are going to get roasted alive.
Why
don't
is
they?
Trump still speaking? Why
Oh
haven't
no,
they
I'll get a
pulled him to
fucking
the
medal
stage?
from fucking
You
lefties.
should read that.
Greg at that point said he began thinking to himself, why is Trump still speaking? Why haven't they pulled him from the stage? I'm pointing at him for 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof. Next thing you know, 5 shots ring out, Greg said. That's a very dramatic telling of a story,
It's a
but
lot
that
of detail.
could be genuine.
Where
I
did
don't
this
know.
come from?
Is Greg
Fox
FBI?
News.
Came from Fox.
But Steven, couldn't Greg be FBI?
Oh hell yeah! Or I mean, he
Tell a
could
fake
be
story?
CIA, FBI,
Make sure you-
DARPA.
I mean, we don't know what's going on.
It's the Hawk Tuig chick's
And
dad.
people.
But we know
He's
this.
like, he's sick of his fucking.
Remember all the rumors about that chick that we
Yeah.
talked
Maybe you're
about?
doing good.
All that shit.
But we also know people use mind control, just like Manson with fucking
You
MK
can turn that
Ultra,
screen off.
MK Ultra bullshit with Manson, fucking all the mind control and acid. How do we know that this fucking guy is in a plant? He's fucking mentally deranged, and the fucking CIA didn't fucking mind control his ass. We don't
But you gotta
know.
get that beautiful face back on camera, bro. You keep getting out of front.
That just makes it inside.
I don't want the
inside
CIA
job.
to see me when I talk
Inside
about
job,
this.
Thomas.
I mean, if you got people, hey, look over here, this guy.
This guy.
Look
Me
at
and the beer law. Hey!
Let's wait till he starts shooting, then we'll do something.
I was thinking at that moment, why weren't they pulling Trump off stage?
Yeah, see that comment
Yeah.
to me is like
With a beer in my hand.
Yeah. Hey man, where'd you get the beer? It was fucking Stephen Lord. He
Yingling,
said,
baby, let's go.
he said he was getting a beer.
Ring a ding ding, yingling.
Holy moly.
God. So what happens now, Still?
What a
What
crazy event.
Well, now
happens tomorrow?
he'll be on the news at some point talking about it.
Do you think Trump will come
Tonight.
out tomorrow?
Oh,
I was
I think
thinking-
you think
tonight.
can you look and see if
I would
Trump's-
almost-
he's not gonna be
People
speaking
keep
tonight.
saying
No,
he's going to do a
gonna-
statement. Oh, yeah. He
Not
should
tonight.
I
Got
mean-
grazed in the ear. Why would he not? I
Yeah,
would.
he's-
This is his fucking moment to shine,
Yeah.
baby.
He's not gonna let anybody tell him sit down.
This is when
This is-
democracy fucking dies.
And I mean,
And he just
and
takes
they're
over the
dying,
world.
and they're dying. They're dying.
He's doing it. This is his ploy to take over.
Now he becomes Hitler.
Well, I'm
Still,
saying,
what were you saying?
no,
Sorry,
they're,
still
you know
on.
they're dying to fucking interview him about it. Anybody, so
And he's
Can you
dying to
imagine
be
giving that
interviewed.
exclusive?
Knowing Trump. You know, he's like,
Who gets that exclusive, or does he do it just public?
Tucker.
Like,
That's what
Tucker's flying in right
Tucker's on
now.
the plane
No,
right
no,
now.
that's when he does Rogan. How big would that
Oh
be?
gosh.
Rogan's the first one.
Rogan just shows up with a microphone, puts it in his face.
Do you
Like
remember
in
when
the
Joe-
UFC interview.
Do you remember when Joe Rogan showed up on Carlos Mencia's set?
Oh yeah, that's one of the best
You
fucking
seen that
clips
still
ever.
on?
Yeah. That's old, huh?
Oh yeah, dude, that was 2000s.
Can you see me find that, Melissa? The Carlos Mencia, Joe Rogan incident.
Hell yeah.
Have you seen it, Thomas? So Carlos Mencia was apparently notorious for stealing jokes, and like in the comedy circle, that's taboo. You don't steal.
Well, that's not surprising.
Right. Anyway, so I guess he was at Carlos Mencia was doing a show, and Rogan gets up on stage and calls him a joke thief, basically.
Oh yeah, I'm roast his ass. The funniest thing Rogan's ever said.
You got anything?
Yeah.
I love the Rogue. I do. Love him. Love his show. Is he the best comedian? No.
Oh no.
But he's
we're
persistent.
Doing what is that? August 3rd, right?
Can I just click
What's
one?
that?
Doesn't matter which one.
It's, well, search it on YouTube. Well, that second one should be it. That's it.
And just so you know, still, I hate the Republican Party and the Democrat Party.
Oh, me too.
Seriously.
I agree.
I hate both parties.
Me too.
But I used to be a libertarian, but I left libertarians too.
Yeah. No, me too.
Then I was
totally
like,
agree.
fuck all parties. I'm
Yeah. I
independent.
totally agree.
Yeah, this is it. It was
And,
right here.
and dude,
And the
Let
Trump
me click on
like,
it.
and the Trump like,
I can have a
the
real
character-
conversation with you about Trump. That's all I'm saying. I can have a real conversation because I understand his
yeah.
deficiencies.
But the Trump like, I mean, just the superstar shit that he does. I mean, I think
He's
it's
not my
hilarious.
messiah.
I think
okay?
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny. Like, I just can't take him seriously. Like, because when he does that shit. But I also think he did really good things. If he couldn't have fought if he didn't have Pelosi and Schumer to fight where it's like that whole time it was. And I agree with Brad too. Like, some of his presidency was actually Fauci. I mean, we had no fucking. We had no.
He didn't know what to do. He was
Yeah,
on his death. He was
nobody
like, Fuck,
did.
this guy's the
Yeah.
expert.
Nobody
Well,
did,
yeah,
and that's where a lot of people like they throw mud right or left, but it's like nobody knew what the fuck
no.
to do. Then nobody, no,
Well,
if
even
any-
Fauci.
They still don't know what
And
the
then we
fucking
just
is.
had to listen to what he, and so yeah.
But the
Uncharted
problem
water.
is we trusted these people.
Yeah.
We trusted them to be the experts. And we trusted Trump to put the experts in charge, right? And then they were wrong on literally everything.
I don't know if he had a chance to.
I don't think.
No.
I think he was
You know
just
what I mean?
blindsided by it. We all were.
The bureaucracy.
Like Thomas talking about being in shock. We as a country were in shock for a
Completely
year
shocked.
at least
Yeah, we all
from
froze.
what was going on.
We all,
so-
yeah.
You know,
Politicians are human. You can't expect to vote somebody in and all of a sudden they know everything about economics. They know everything about sociology. They know everything about every fucking thing and they're going to solve all of our goddamn problems.
Right.
It goes to show the government can't solve all your fucking problems.
well, they probably don't know dick about it. They probably hire experts.
And that's the
But
problem.
depending on, like, if you're
Because
in
you
a
have
legal
to
case,
depend on and all of these organizations. We always talk
but
about
it's
the
like Robert
Hydra.
F. Kennedy said, when you go to a big trial, the prosecution has an expert from Harvard. The defense has an expert from Harvard. On
And Harvard's
opposing
part of
sides.
DARPA.
And they're both part of, yeah, if you want to get into that. I mean,
But the,
what does that stand for? I never can.
the Highlands Forum, remember?
No, but what does it stand for? Defense.
I don't even know.
What's DARPA stand for?
I don't give a shit. Fuck DARPA. It's one of those things I just won't even.
Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency.
That's what I was about to say.
Advanced Research Projects Agency.
And the Highlands Forum is all of the organizations, the universities, and big corporations that they have partnered with.
Yeah.
And they, what is it, the Chatham Agreement, what is it, Melissa, that none of them can talk badly about one another. They can release something if it doesn't damage one another, but everything is absolutely secret, and they don't have to talk about the funds they exchange.
But isn't,
They don't have to talk about
isn't it
shit.
also like a lot of money laundering? Like
Oh,
money's
dude, it's
going
insane.
back and forth.
Like Google, Sergey Brin. We watched that DARPA episode again today, and I was going to talk about that and put on notes and shit. I was going to do some notes before I came over, and then I was like, fuck it. President Trump's been shot. Fuck all of that. We'll get into all that in another episode, hopefully. But Larry Page and Sergey Brin, when they did the white papers for Google, the Google algorithm, the original white paper, they at the page 16 at the very bottom, they thanked DARPA for all their funding. Google is a government organization. And it's fucked up because they are private, they're a publicly traded company, but that's bullshit. because the government has a huge interest in them.
Right.
They funded Google and got Google up and going.
Right.
And so this whole idea that we were living in some capitalistic free market system is all fucking horseshit.
Yeah. It's all circular.
This is a fascist. We are living in a fascist state.
Yeah.
That's absolute fucking control over all of us. We have no say-so in any of this. And it doesn't matter if fucking President Trump gets elected.
Yeah. Well, that's a really black-pilled view, but
Sorry.
I mean, unfortunately, what do you think? What he said there, Thomas? You concur?
I mean, yeah, as far as I know.
And the American
we can only
universities.
go day by day.
Yeah.
Stillwell,
There's a lot of things I agree with.
are we fucked?
Oh, we're always fucked.
One thing we all agree on.
We all agree that we're fucked.
That's what I,
Well, that's why we made these koozies, right? Fuck you. We're all fucked. Fuck all of us.
my
Fuck
favorite,
me. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my favorite thing is the Meteor 24. You know,
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely.
Do that.
Got to plug these awesome. It's a great koozie right here. If you guys have listened to our dumbasses for 45 minutes, you should like, subscribe, let me know you want a koozie.
And
I'll send you a
one.
koozie.
There you go.
I know I'll be sending one to Nick Malloy. I just have a feeling.
Nick Malloy needs one of these.
Yeah.
And then everywhere he goes, he can take it with him.
Well, I mean, you'll
and
just
post
always have it. I thought about just like dropping them places. You know what I mean? Just,
I remember being like playing in bands in the '90s, and you would have to flyer shit. You
Yeah.
know, you put out flyers on cars, and just piss people off.
oh yeah.
You know, you're putting them up.
Nobody
on the
wants one
message
of
board.
them. No one ever grabs it and goes, fuck yeah, I'm going.
And it never fucking.
But,
did
I mean-
good.
Melissa.
I don't think it ever did any good.
You never know. I mean, that's what the percentage you got to look at, right? What, 10% of maybe of the people might look at it, and another couple percent might actually follow through and check your band out or something. I mean, I don't know. Or is it higher?
You can grab that for me, brother. Thank you.
Couldn't even.
Because it wasn't like scan this thing.
It's all this
you
damn
know,
mold in
and
this.
That'd be
nowadays
cool.
it's such a different. What are you doing over
There's
there?
all this fucking mold in this damn podcast, dude.
God, here we go.
Flow days.
You know, like-
Goddamn moldy cats and shit.
You know, my kids are saying moldy cats now.
Well, good.
It's a goddamn Flonase commercial now. He's like the big germ.
I can't tell you how many people
This is
Oh,
texted
man.
me this week. God damn, we're Googling over here.
pharmaceutical.
That's funny. The intro's great.
Oh,
It's pretty great from just like 5 or 6 deals. No, not even that many. Like 5 deals. You
Yeah,
pull.
that was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not many.
And it's pretty damn good.
She did a good job. Caitlin did that. Yeah.
Well, it's fucked up. My only contributions are me saying, please don't air this, and then me spitting my beer across the fucking room.
And you'll have that.
But then it closes with the mic getting knocked down.
Didn't have your Flonase, did you?
I did it. I wish I did. I would have almost died.
So does Trump make it to the election?
God, I hope so.
What's the next attempt?
Yeah.
Another gunshot?
Where's
a
the next
bomb?
rally?
Who's driving the limo? Or who's driving the EMS vehicle? You know what I mean? Like, how could you trust anyone at that level? It's like Game of Thrones, like being king. Everybody's fucking after you, right? And like you got to be smarter and faster and richer and ahead of
Step
everybody.
ahead.
And Alex Jones has been saying this for a while.
He has.
They're gonna.
They're going to kill him. They're going to
You
kill
don't have to
him.
be Nostradamus to kind of fucking predict that one, though. Can we be now?
He's predicted a lot of
I
shit.
know, and
Yeah.
it's like 9/11. That was hardcore. That was a hell of a prediction. But Trump getting shot, it's like, it's not out of the realm of possibility exactly.
So let's say let's say it would have been fatal. Then what?
It'd be fucked up. I'd be pissed.
Dude, I feel
Be ready
like,
to fucking burn shit down.
I feel like we'd be watching the news right now.
Yeah.
If the world was there.
I'd be
I'm just
hugging
saying-
her
I'm
on
just
the
saying,
couch.
You know, the whole different
Yeah.
train of thought or just the different reactions.
We talked about
Well,
that on
and
the
that
ride
might
down.
be motivation for not killing him. Because if you kill him, then you've crossed like the Rubicon beyond all Rubicons,
possibly.
and you don't want that kind of backlash. So
See-
you graze him, just to say, hey,
I still don't think that was the intent, but
I
I,
just-
I
I'm
understand.
guessing.
I understand the
I just
question.
have a
though.
hard time believing that someone could just.
missed.
Yeah.
You got Trump in your sights and you missed, dude. That's got to be
He
the
had a
biggest
beer
fuck up.
in his hand.
Yeah. I mean, that's all.
That is, goddamn, if he'd only not had that last.
But think about all the
fuck up.
assassinations. Had they all? Think about every president's been
definitely-
assassinated. Think about every president that's been assassinated so far, And were any of them highly trained government operatives? And you know why it wouldn't be because the last thing you want is the person who killed them to be part of the government. Because motherfuckers like us would be like, okay, it's time to burn the shit down.
Well, that confirms
Because it's all fucking corrupt. Yeah, it confirms all the shit we've been talking about. Y'all are corrupt cocksuckers.
But the way they get around it is they hire assets. And the asset doesn't...
like a person from Antifa.
Is not trained. Is going to miss and shoot you in the ear.
Man.
Because
to
to blame Antifa is a lot better than blame the CIA or fucking a SEAL or a military branch
maybe
or
when you get elite, just like in the movies, you hire people to do a job and they fuck it up.
I mean, he had a beer in his hand.
But guess who all
He had a Brad Durham podcast. Koozie.
Yeah, right.
But look at all the people that were successfully killed by their patents and no one was ever caught.
I want to see a meme of that. Some dude up there on the roof of a podcasting Koozie. How fucking cool is this?
My mom would start watching then, probably.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Okay, so I wasn't going to interject, but the funny comment that I've read is Hillary Clinton in the area.
She's up there on the
Yeah,
radio.
Hillary, the shooter.
Is that a possibility that the Clintons could be behind this? Or would we get
The
killed for
comments
talking
say
about
that
it?
they would not miss.
Well, my buddy just texted me BEM, bloody ears matter.
Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
Here we go. Let the memes begin.
Oh,
I'm more
This
excited.
was on the Kill Tony fucking page right after the shooting.
Jesus Christ.
Now that's pretty fucking raunchy.
I didn't even show my wife.
Oh, gosh.
You need me to show America or keep that to myself? I'll keep that
Jeez.
to myself.
I just wonder where we go from here now.
Well,
Because
for
who was the
President
last
Trump.
was it Ronald Reagan, the last president that was assassinated?
Shot.
well, he
Or
was
shot, I mean.
Shot.
attempted.
I was thinking John F.
right,
Kennedy,
right,
but
right.
assassinated.
Well, that we know of. There's probably attempts all the time that just don't
Yeah.
hit the media. But yeah, I think
Reagan
so.
was the most.
Reagan was the most.
And
recent.
how long ago was that?
And that was before, like, he was president, but I don't remember anything about it.
And think about this: Abraham Lincoln, Republican. Well, John F. Kennedy was a Democrat.
Are you trying to say they go after one
Right.
side? I think they go.
No.
I think
I'm
they go
not.
against people that
I'm
don't.
just thinking of all the presidents that have been assassinated, and then who got assassinated? Who was the other president that got assassinated? It was fucking Christ.
It's really sad that we don't know this.
We're fucking
Well, we
patriots
weren't-
and we know shit about our own
I
country.
wasn't taught that. I think I was the first one of the No Kids Left Behind to make it through.
Fucking George W.
I mean, I know how I sound now, so
He
it
did
makes
bring
a
it up.
lot
He
of
was like-
sense.
He tells me earlier, he goes, I didn't realize how southern I sounded until I watched the podcast.
That's
Goddamn, like no kid left. No, push him.
Wasn't George W. Bush the No Kid Left Behind? Coming from a guy that was left behind, a kid that was left behind, because he fucking not the brightest.
You talking about yourself or George W?
Oh, me too, dude. I'm included. It was my own damn fault, though.
You watch Bill Maher's pod?
Sometimes. Bill Maher, he really grinds on me.
Dude, I've tried to be open-minded with Bill Maher and watch, because he'll have some interesting guests on. And he just...
Penn Jillette, that was the last one I watched.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's a moron.
Like, he has no clue about anything
Yeah,
that's going
he's a
on.
moron. He's so misinformed and uninformed, it's like he's just...
But imagine
But he
being in his
thinks he's...
position.
Yeah.
You're not going to do your own research. You show up to a show, your producer gives you the talking points. They give you a short clip so you can make your opinion on it. The clip's out of context. You're not doing your own research. And then you go make a fool of yourself.
Hard to ad lib on that.
Well, and I think Bill's at the age where his mental... Like, he's starting to slip.
But did you see him? I think it was Rich Robinson, the Black Crowes singer. Bill was talking to him. I think that was the guest. But Bill said, if I ever find myself where I'm not at the cutting edge, then I'll quit. I was like, bitch, you ain't ever been at the cutting edge.
Andre 3000, you remember from Outkast, said, rap is for young people. And he bowed out of the rap game. He said, it's not for old heads. It's not for old people. And I think that's... So yeah, it's like that guy from Black Crowes. you haven't been relevant in a long fucking time. Not to say you shouldn't play and like
Well,
play
the
for
only
your
relevance
fans.
he's had recently is having based takes, and the right having him on is like, will you please be one of us? We desperately need a celebrity. It's almost kind of pathetic how a lot of people on the right are like, oh, Bill Maher's one of us. It's like, no, he's still Bill Maher. He just is having some normal opinions.
You know what we should play is that one video of all those celebrity stars came together and they were like,
When they sang Imagine during COVID. Remember that shit?
no, it was Reset, and they were talking about going out and voting for Biden, pretty much, and it was like star after star, and they're saying all their fucking propaganda and bullshit. But one of them was said, it's only times like these where a bunch of stars get together when it's a really important issue. It's like, fuck you. Who the fuck are you? Bunch of mindless fucking retards, excuse my language, but
did y'all watch the backlash from the Democratic side?
that's not a dig on mentally challenged people, I'm sorry.
As a good apologizing.
I'm sitting right here.
I'm trying to be peaceful.
Thomas forgives you.
Damn.
Were you surprised by the way the left turned against Biden after the debate? Still will.
I wasn't surprised, no.
Why not?
Just because I think, like you'd said earlier, that, they've obviously seen him for a long time. And then this was just I think it was like they wanted so bad for him to do good.
Do you think, because see, I think they wanted him to fail.
I think it was like 60-40.
I think they know he can't win, and it's like the only way to get him out is if everybody agrees he's unfit.
But how are they going to get him out? They can't now.
Trump's line, which I agree with, is Kamala's the best insurance policy ever.
No.
He's like, you don't want to put her in.
Hell no.
She's an incompetent idiot.
Dumbass.
So is Biden going to step down?
No.
Y'all see that happening?
I don't think Jill.
And if so, who? Is it Kamala?
I think Jill ended up marrying him for power, and now she's in power, and she didn't want to let it go.
Big Mike's just
Nothing
waiting in
to
the
base
wing,
that
dude.
on.
Big Mike's
It's
just
my own
waiting.
personal opinion, and all opinions on the show, where's the camera, are wrong.
Big Mike, baby.
They're just opinions.
2024.
We're wrong about everything.
Opinions
so
and theories.
Don't listen to
It
anything
just
they say.
seems like that no matter what, for some reason she wants to keep, because why
That's-
wouldn't you?
well, isn't that
why
elder
would
abuse?
Ed Sher- yeah,
Everybody's had a grandpa, right? Or a
because
grandma.
she's obviously more cognizant than he is. Why would
Yeah.
she not feel like, hey, it's time
She's
to
sharp.
My wife's pissed off about it. She doesn't talk about that. She's like, yeah, elder abuse.
You want to come on the pod, Melissa, and talk about it?
No.
She already has.
You remember The View?
She's
When
on.
all those dumbasses were
She's
talking
back
about
there.
Dr. Jill Biden, how wonderful doctor and her patients, all this shit. It's like, she's a fucking PhD.
Yeah.
She's not a goddamn MD. And you fucking idiots, say
Wasn't that-
retards,
do you remember when?
fucking talking about how
Yeah.
great of a brilliant doctor he
Still
is.
here.
She is.
Do you remember when Shapiro had a beef with that? It's like, Jill Biden is not a doctor. My
Yeah.
wife is a doctor.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Vivek Ramaswamy's wife, a doctor. And guess what? They're married to intelligent people.
Her name is
Unlike Joe Biden.
Apurva.
It's kind of sexy.
Kind of exotic,
Oh,
right?
yeah, a porta fat.
Apurva.
A porta fat.
Wait,
It's
whose
like some
wife?
Jack Sparrow would say.
Vivek's?
A porta
Porta.
fat. Yeah.
Whose wife?
What is that one?
Swami?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vivek's.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Vivek's.
His wife's name is Apurva.
Quarter
That's
fat.
odd.
Yeah.
You know she makes a
What's she look like?
bomb ass
Hey,
fucking.
will you pull up a
Before
picture?
we start judging
Yeah, let's
that.
start-
No, she's hot. I've seen
No,
her
she's
before.
hot. Pull
Yeah,
up Apurva
and she's a surgeon.
Ramaswamy.
You know, but he's a billionaire, so that trumps a surgeon any day.
It does bother me that people still call him Vivek.
Vivek.
Rhymes with cake. He said it on
Right.
Crowder's
I have
show.
to say it every
He
time.
corrected.
Well, I'm dyslexic, so.
What's that? What?
You know,
Never
Thomas-
fucking put these two together.
I'm coming on his fucking podcast next time. Fuck this
Dude,
shit.
if Thomas had a podcast, I'd listen to it.
Holy moly.
We gotta do a sports show still.
Yes, absolutely.
Hell yeah, that'd
You
be
should
fun.
do a sports show.
54 days for the NFL.
Who dat? Who's your
41
team?
for the Eagles.
Hey, if you
The
want
fucking
Stillwell to do a
Eagles.
sports
Wow.
show,
40
like, subscribe.
Why the
and
Eagles?
comment.
because they're badass.
When?
I've
When have
got-
they ever been badass?
What the fuck?
He's gonna start talking
Who's
about the
your
fucking
team?
Saints here in a minute.
Who else?
Who dat?
Well,
Why am I all black?
because you're wearing a Let's Go Biden shirt.
Who dat, baby?
Shit to
Let's
do
go.
with New Orleans.
It always has to do with New Orleans. though.
Speaking of that, when have they been fucking relevant? With
when we won that Super
without
Bowl.
that Super Bowl with Drew Brees, goddamn, we should have won.
But that's equivalent to 10 Super Bowls, so he is the fucking GOAT.
But dude, you know how we were talking about the dumbest fucking play in Super Bowl history?
Yes.
That Marshawn Lynch did not run the ball.
So was that damn.
What about
Onside
going
kick?
for an onside kick
After half?
this? Yeah,
Brilliant.
After the first half, like that was. If that had failed, and they
Well,
had
that's-
lost,
How many plays? That's like fucking
was a
Patriots in
game.
fucking Seattle. It's like
That's
not
what
running
we're
more.
talking about.
It's like it's brilliant when it's not. You know, it's just one of those
What
things.
you're not expecting.
right?
It's football.
But it was fucking entertaining because you're like, what are they doing? Oh my god, they
Yeah.
got
Brilliant.
There's been so many memorable Super Bowls in our lifetimes.
That's been.
Every one of them.
Not all.
No, I mean,
There's
yeah,
been a
but
couple dozen.
I loved when the Falcons got their asses beat by the fucking Patriots.
Really, like when they
The
came
greatest
back.
comeback
What was
of all
crazy? That's
time.
probably the only time
Woo.
I've ever like. You almost found yourself going for
Fuck the Dirty Birds.
Brady. I mean, it was weird.
Mhm.
It was. You were like, oh my god, they can't
which
come back
Super
from
Bowl
20.
of his was that?
It was
that
20
his.
His. That was probably his fifth.
Was it-
That's so
was
many
it
we
the
can't
It was his
remember.
fifth because they only won one at. He won 6, right? So he's won 1 at Tampa
Well,
Bay.
he won 6 at New England, yeah. He won
5 at New England. 6 total. He has 6 total.
I think it's 7.
I thought he had 7.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
7.
okay. Then it's 6
New
and
England.
7.
'Cause that's
Don't be
the
talking
meme
shit about
he
the
has
goat,
as
dog.
The Dwarf Lords from Lord of the Rings. Really nerdy. thing to
Yeah.
say. I'm sorry, Steven.
Do you think so? You say he's the GOAT, and I agree. But do you think he's the GOAT, the best physical quarterback that's ever played?
No.
Okay,
No, it's all mental.
but
Who are you talking about? Brady?
But so Brady, Breeze, and a lot of others, when they talk, they have the eyes.
Yeah,
They
but
have the eyes.
I would say that
They look like
Breeze-
fighter pilots. Like they are so like look at Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Short,
Yeah.
fucking white dude, not fast.
But I would say
Not
that
athletic.
Breeze- I'd say Breeze is more athletic than Brady.
But it's fucking Tom Brady. It's not Michael Vick or fucking Cam Newton.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Those dudes are light years ahead of fucking athleticism. But did they train? Did they put in the fucking? Did they have the mental game? Did they have the mental capacity? There's so many different attributes when you're talking about fucking quarterbacks. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's like if you had Michael Vick's body with fucking Tom Brady's brain, you won 20 fucking Super Bowls.
And a few of his were defense.
Who, Tom's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Certainly.
Well, and that's Bill
Yeah,
Belichick.
when
That's
that-
fucking a
yeah,
great
it's
organization.
the
That's
program.
craft. That's
Yeah.
just perfect storm after
that's-
perfect fucking storm.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know,
You know,
watching
it's a
the
whole
NFL,
organization.
when I was watching, I always felt like I missed out on all the glory days. You know, the Joe Montanas.
Oh, yeah.
He was at Kansas City when I was watching, and he was washed up. You know, you miss out on the Bradshaws and a lot of the greats. But then you're like, but we saw Peyton Manning
Yeah.
every game. Like we saw him in college. Tom Brady, Ben
Drew Brees.
Roethlisberger, Drew Brees. We saw some fucking greats in our day.
Absolutely.
And now they're all gone.
And now we've aged out.
We've
We've
aged
seen
out.
careers begin and end. We're that old.
No, we've aged out. Now it's all the young dudes. But there's some badasses still in
There
the
are a
league.
lot of badasses.
What do you think
Who
about Josh Allen still?
I think he's a great quarterback. I think he's just, man, it's fuck.
He's at a shitty organization.
Yeah, he's just going to die there. They haven't done anything to help him either. Like, they'll bring in a tool here and there, but I mean, they're just not.
Buffalo's cursed, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man,
Fucking-
they got some talent.
What? How many?
boys.
3
they
Super Bowl?
do.
They go to 4 Super Bowls in a row and they fucking lost all of them?
I mean, they're
What's the odds of that
4?
shit?
Was it 4?
Was it 3 or 4?
It was 3 in a
Baby.
row.
Three.
It was 3 in a row, wasn't it?
I think it was 3. But it might have, was it 4?
I don't fucking
And
I've been
every
drinking.
time it was against the NFCs, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Cowboys
They lose
won
to
3.
Fucking
Cowboys won 3.
Giants.
The Gag Boys.
They still have them power rankings like kind of high, a little high for me. I think.
That was a new one. I've never thought of that one before. I was never proud of myself. I'm sorry. I had a friend that was a Redskins fan. I went to his house one time. I was living in Florida, and he's a
That's
huge
the
Redskins fan. We
Commanders.
went to his house for a game, and he was talking about the Aints this and the Aints that. And he's like, there's no word you can come up with about the Redskins. You know, what shit are you going to talk? And I said, who, the Foreskins? He was like, and I couldn't believe nobody had ever thought of that before. But now who are they? The fucking Commanders, so now I have to think of something else to talk shit.
Remember when they were the Washington football team? That was a weird year.
That was fun.
That was like
That was
COVID,
woke
wasn't it?
PC
Wasn't
hype.
it the same as like? Wasn't it like COVID year too?
Yeah.
So it all kind of.
I think you're right.
Remember the year
Dumb.
they did a fucking season of football with no one in the stands?
Yes.
Want a beer?
Like, is that an asterisk
That
for the
was-
season?
that
Who
was-
won the Super Bowl that year?
Patriots.
Was that Patriots?
Patriots.
I don't know. That
What
kind
you
of,
want? You want a Coors?
Wait, no, is it not?
What'd you get?
The
England.
Buccaneers?
This was a
that?
fucking
I think
Patriot.
so.
That's why.
I think so
COVID
because
years
it's like
what took me out of the NFL. That's what the COVID years.
COVID
Kinda
years.
just, I had recovered.
That was the
from
that was the
Close. Hey, man, get my pills.
just a different party with this guy.
What the fuck are you doing?
They got back from the rally, dude. They're
He's
still
over here
riled
making
up.
hand signals and
They're
like
still
leaping
riled
off
up.
of
No, the other ones. The other ones.
They're still riled up.
Jesus, way to distract me from my train of thought, Steven. You gonna spit beer
I'm
all
sorry
over
to
the place?
your millions of subscribers.
Jesus.
It's just
It's like a human trifecta.
Dude, I don't want to die.
What
Like,
the
these are
fuck?
preventive measures to make sure I don't die in this moldy ass fucking
You need a mask.
studio. I know, I do need a fucking mask. I need a bodysuit. I mean, a fucking
Fucking mask.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get sick now.
yeah. Oh, shit.
This is fucked up,
I wonder
dude.
how many times I've been over here and like,
I need to be quarantined.
yeah, put that on, son of a bitch. Hey, speaking of that, he's like those fucking bees that are dying from the heat.
Yeah, tell me about this.
Have you heard about that
Melissa,
shit?
you heard about this?
No.
These bees, once it gets to like 107, they just fucking ejaculate and die.
What a way to go out.
Yeah, just
That, all right, Tom,
If there's
that's
a
how I
one way
wanna
to go out, that
That's
is
how I
the
wanna
way.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I second that.
just fucking.
That's how I'm going out.
How crazy is that?
Didn't Matthew McConaughey say his dad was always saying, I'm going to go out making love to your mama? That's what Matthew McConaughey's dad told him.
That's a
And
weird
guess
thing to
what?
say to your child.
He fucking did. He was having sex with her, fucking died, had a heart attack, and as they were bringing his body out, Matthew's mom was like, take the sheet off, take the sheet off. I want to show you how much of a man he was. After taking his fucking dead body, probably got a fucking heart on. I've never heard this.
What?
That's insane.
Are you fucking
And I hope I go to my funeral with a big fucking stiffy
All
because
right, all right,
rigor
all
mortis
right.
sets in, and fucking I still,
Yeah, I mean,
give me some like 42 pants that I think can,
just fucking.
just fucking go. I want a full casket, showing.
That's
Embalm this, bitch.
Yeah, dude. Going out in style, boys.
Holy moly. Pull the sheet off.
Mhm.
Make the boy watch.
I don't think Matthew was there, but maybe
Make the
he was.
boy watch.
I mean, he probably still lives at home with his parents, even though he's like this multi-millionaire fucking
Is he
star.
running for governor? or
Megastar.
something?
I hope so.
You like him?
I mean, I think he's pretty cool. I loved when LSU beat Texas's ass and he's on the sideline. Because they showed him all fucking game. Joe Burrow's out there. You talk about fucking badass. Matthew McConaughey, they're showing him all game. And then the fucking disappointment, heartbreak when the fucking assholes got beat by my Tigers. Fuck them.
You talk some serious fucking shit.
And I don't mean any of it, God.
Who's going to win the NCAA this year?
The whole fucking thing?
Yeah.
Not fucking Michigan.
I
Those
like
lucky
it.
pieces of shit.
I like it.
Georgia got beat in the
I don't know
SEC.
about lucky. They fucking.
Or who did
But-
fucking Georgia lose to? And they got, it was Alabama, right?
Yeah.
The SEC championship.
Yeah.
Georgia would beat everybody's ass. Georgia beat fucking Michigan by 30 points.
Do you think they will this year?
Who?
Georgia?
Maybe.
I mean, who's the.
Usually it doesn't happen. 4 years is not.
Yeah, that's a.
Like
saving.
double, like Bama's done two,
I bet
two.
they definitely make the playoffs.
Three-peat's hard. I think Georgia could have done a three-peat. Georgia might make the play. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the recruiting's
Landscape's
like.
changed a lot just because of the whole. We just
NIL, baby.
Well, we just gained 2 teams, and we don't even play Alabama this year. Like, how long's it been since we haven't played Alabama?
Is that right?
Really?
Huh? We don't play
That's
Alabama
in
at all.
schedule.
We did not play Alabama at all. No, we played Oklahoma State, Texas, Oklahoma,
Yeah, man.
Missouri, Mississippi State.
Oklahoma State.
You remember the teams?
Oklahoma State. We played.
Oh, that's right. That's the
we
first
played
game.
at Oklahoma State.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You remember the teams we played in high school?
Yeah.
It ain't the same teams.
No.
Like it's such a different. It's kind
I just don't know why the fuck we can't play Vanderbilt. Like I don't know what the fuck. I just don't get it. Like why?
LSU plays Vandy this year.
We never. It's
Yeah,
like
but
one.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, at least once every
Come
10
on.
years. Give me
Dude,
a
I'm gonna
fucking
show you this
Vanderbilt.
shit.
But that starts in 41 days. NCAA.
When's that video game come out?
And the 15th.
Very soon.
You
I already
getting it?
bought it.
You can already this weekend. You can already like pre-do it or whatever. If you.
But are you getting it?
No, I don't have it. PS5.
It's only on PS5?
An Xbox.
Yeah, an Xbox. Probably.
I bought that
PC.
shit. My wife's so sweet, she let me buy it. And I
Okay.
bought a game for it. And I'm like, I won't be addicted
So you
to
got
this
it?
with like every other one I've bought.
So you've got it already, NCAA?
No, I
Just
think
the
it gets
pre-order
released in
The 15th.
days.
15th, right?
Can't wait.
Yeah, and that's what the people
Because
our
what was
age
the last
are
one?
like.
14? Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
14.
Yeah, 14,
Larry was
14.
saying 13 or 14.
Yeah, 14, something like that. Yeah, it's people already, like our age, they're already like taking off work because of it. Just the fucking.
I haven't done that in a long time.
That's how
but I have
depressing
done
the
it.
world is.
I remember when Twilight Princess came out on was it Wii. Yeah, it was
Twilight Princess? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? We're on NCAA, like gridiron, fucking football manly.
sorry, my
And
nerd.
Princess
annoys
what?
You, Steven.
On the Wii?
It's a part of me. You gotta accept all.
I
of it.
forget how much of a nerd you are until I look around this podcast studio and then I remember. Which is
The
awesome.
Podcast studio. I like it.
I'm nerdy too in certain ways, but not in like every way.
You're in like a more of a technical. You're more like a dork. Isn't that?
I've always wondered what that means. Like dork
Well,
versus.
the technical, like if you
You're
look up
still
in the
on that
dictionary, a
shit.
dork is a whale penis. That is the name. For
Is
a
it
whale.
big? A whale penis?
I mean, it's bigger than my.
And that's a dork? The equivalent, like whale penis, dork equals.
a literal whale's penis. It's
Okay, well,
called a
yeah.
dork.
I mean, that's probably what my wife would say.
So,
So dork is probably an accurate description.
are you showing me
Baby,
LSU?
Would you
will you
pull that
please
up?
describe my penis to these fine
no,
gentlemen?
hold up.
See,
now.
even LSU gets to play Vanderbilt.
Stillwell's not gonna.
And who? Oh,
let
all the
Vanderbilt
other. But do we
go.
play Alabama?
No, but you guys get Nickel State, South Alabama.
Who the fuck
UCLA's
y'all
gonna
playing?
suck.
He's like, you guys.
UCLA, USC. Those are. I
No,
mean,
USC's good. Y'all, that's the first game. I hope y'all beat.
Who y'all playing? Oklahoma
Fuck,
State?
beat that. Oh yeah. Fucking LSU. That's
Go
about-
Tigers, baby.
that's-
And you know my wife's a hog.
Yeah. Well, like
Don't put
fan?
that out of context.
fan or
It's my joke. You know when people are like, "That's not funny." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, fuck you." You know, fuck
Hey,
you. She's
give
a
her the
Razorback.
Stillwell
She's a
Koozies.
fucking Razorback
Yeah.
hog. Fuck
If you don't like
bitch.
it,
Who
Turn
that?
it around.
Have you ever heard that joke about the old dude? He brings in a big old rooster in the room. He says, "That's a pig I've been fucking." And the lady's like, "That's a fucking rooster." She goes, "I'm not talking to you." That's what made me think of that.
Yeah, that's such a good one. The meme.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Jesus.
Fuck, man. Assassination Day.
Assassination attempt. Fuck.
What we call this Assassination Day round table.
Was that what the pod is?
Assassination round.
ADR.
Probably a good thing Green didn't show up.
Oh, God. Damn.
Because, I mean, we've all got to talk about it. We've all had our... Yeah. No, I love the guy. But we would have hurt... I mean... I don't know.
We'd have kicked him out.
No. You couldn't have...
What a wild. Like you talked about whoever brought up, like, is this one of the things you'll remember in 20 years? Like, I really did. Like, as wild as it's gotten, I feel like I'm going to remember a lot of things from each year. It's just... And, you know, it's
It could be a
weird.
history.
Oh
marker
no, we
for sure.
pause. Oh, there it goes.
Wait, what?
The encroachment of authoritarianism. Is that what you'll remember? As we
Oh.
slowly lost our freedoms and America fucking died.
Yeah. Pretty much that.
The slow, agonizing death of
The
America.
first thing that ever gave me goosebumps was when Biden came out and said he was going to try and mandate vaccines. Like, it made my blood run. It was like something out of Star Wars. Like the Emperor's taking over, right?
Yeah.
and taking over dictatorship because of the war, whatever. It felt like we're gonna fucking
And lefties
force-
got erections all across the country.
Right, but it's like Elon
100
said-
million people
Elon, I
got
saw a
fucking
clip
hard
from
as fuck.
Elon and Bill Maher recently, and Elon's point was like, you have to be pro free speech because if you're not, eventually they're going to come for you and your side. Like, it goes both ways. If you're going to censor someone when they get in power, they're going to censor you, and like, free speech is for everybody.
Yep. That's what I believe in. Even all the fucking assholes trying to take mine.
But it's small. Like, you got to be thinking on a pretty small scale to be pro censorship, I think, because it is completely reversible.
I think it's a lot of good versus evil.
I do too. Yep.
But
What he
yeah.
said.
Yeah, I didn't really believe in those terms when I was growing up, and then the more life experience I've had and have truly seen evil, it gives a face to it.
Doesn't have to be the Christian perspective, like the Christian version of evil. It's just evil.
Well, whatever. I think
Evil is universal.
you would think, but I guess that also depends on, your perspective, your ideology.
If you do commit a heinous crime outside the boundaries of what we all think is acceptable in society, I mean, it's fucking evil,
Like the U.S. government.
Yeah, dropping Agent Orange and killing millions of people in fucking Vietnam for a fake war because they wanted to get paid. Military industrial complex. Sorry,
Well, I was thinking about it with what happened. I mean, our military, which is very good, they go to these different countries and assassinate
Yep.
different targets.
Yes, we do.
God bless them.
We just don't see that here.
Mm-mm.
But
Yeah.
there was an attempt today.
And that was not a fucking trained assassin.
No, it wasn't. But in a sense, I mean, that's what
You're so confident.
that's what a lot of people deal with on a
Confidence is my
daily
middle
basis,
name,
though,
Brad.
in different countries. They're used to the chaos.
Yeah, SEAL Team 6 ain't fucking missing. Okay? God damn it. They're taking out whoever.
No, Carlos Hathcock is not going to miss.
Who that?
But then again, you could go back to how our borders have been opened wide open. I mean, shouldn't we expect more stuff like this, like what we
Oh,
see,
100%.
see or perceive that they show us on TV?
Well, let's
so
just.
maybe we're transitioning into that type because
What are the numbers, Stephen? Do you know how many illegals have come over? Is it 14 million? I've heard
We don't
of
know for
6
sure.
to 14.
We don't know for sure.
That's
there's
There's no
way
accurate
to
fucking
Can we say
number,
10
which
million?
is so
Okay,
fucking
let's-
stupid.
Let's say it's 10 million. I think that's a fairly conservative estimate, right? 1% of them has ill
The size of
intent.
New York City proper. Or, that's...
But even 1% of that, if they are coming here to do harm to America, that's a change in our lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because you're
that
gonna
could be a
have
part
shit-
of the plan.
Yeah.
To get in here, okay, go stage here. Let's
Right.
stage you, stage you, stage you. I mean, I don't know. That's definitely a conspiracy.
But it's been an
thought, but-
overwhelm the border, and then what the hell happened to the talk of the border? Like there was all this standoff with Texas and the U.S. government. Everybody was riled
Wasn't
up
New
about-
York saying quit bringing them here?
Well, it benefits all the major corporations and it benefits the state. So why would they not do it?
Why do you think it's open so well?
What do you mean?
Why do you think the border's wide open?
Oh, because of who's in power right now.
But like, what's their motivation? Do you think?
Votes.
But you shouldn't be able to vote.
Shouldn't.
But it's also
That-
cheap labor.
Word.
That, and I also don't agree with really that I don't think that I mean, I don't know, but I know
There's
like
a
you
moldy
said,
cat.
that many people. Yeah, I mean, obviously
get you a
someone's got
sniff.
ill content, but I just don't think. Obviously, the majority of them do because I think they want to come over here to like.
No,
they
I
wanna-
agree with you. I don't think
Yeah,
the
they want to
majority
come over here
do.
to be free.
But if you don't vet everyone,
yeah,
then you get a lot of ill intent.
Mhm.
But I don't think. I think on the voting thing, I think it's a little different than what you would think. Because technically, you shouldn't be able to vote
There's no
if you're not
way.
a citizen.
Yeah.
However, when they do censuses for electoral college, they do it on population, and that is not based on citizenry.
No.
So if you overwhelm an area with a bunch of people, your population goes up. Therefore, you get more representation
Exactly.
in Congress,
Exactly.
And you get cheap labor,
and you get cheap labor,
which fucks Americans
which
hard. And that's why people like Jimmy Dore are so against it.
Well, Jimmy Dore is one of my favorite people to listen to.
Me too.
He used to be pretty far on the left, and it's not even, again...
Now he's MAGA. No,
no, he's not, but he woke up from his own cult, whichever side that is.
Communism.
And realized, hey, I was listening to propaganda, and now I can admit it. I think the problem with a lot of people is they just can't admit they're wrong. They have to be right about everything.
Oh, really?
And so they won't listen to another argument, which is actually, to me, I've always said, I feel like if you have a better argument, then, like, I'd rather have yours.
It's better to be open-minded.
Well, because you might find a better argument. You might find something that, I mean, Lord knows, after the last 5 years, I've had half of everything I believed in crushed and destroyed.
It's okay to be wrong.
It's okay to be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to be open to the idea of other possibilities. But people are so fixed in their beliefs and so tribal. It's like the right shows the most extreme versions of the left, and the left shows the most extreme versions of the right. And so we're seeing this extremist being normalized as what they are. And so both sides are told the other is a cult. So there is no bridging the gap unless people are willing to say, hey, we're being lied to and manipulated by a greater force.
And that goes with just like horror movies. The more gore, the more satanic and out there it is, the better. The more you see it, the more normal it is. It's like it's a normalization of.
That is true, because the things that were scary in the 80s, we laugh at now.
A clown in the sewer is like, oh shit, now it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what it is. I don't really get into that, but just kind of do.
But it has to get edgier and edgier.
But the more it's out there, the easier it is to accept.
Or the farther you're willing to go.
And the farther, and it becomes normal. It's like, oh, that's not really that bad.
Yeah, and we're getting pretty wild with what we're normalizing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Here's about spit
that way.
Folks.
Spit that way.
See, now you're going to hit the TV.
Like Babe Ruth on a point.
Correction.
That's old reference, huh?
Put that mask back on.
I'm old.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Where did you get that gear?
I just bought this at the gas station where I bought your cup.
Wait, there's a gas station right here that sells that?
What gas station? Don't you know all the fucking gas station gear? I thought this would be
know
the
all
one that you didn't know.
I'm not a gas station whore. I have a serious relationship with one gas station. I'm very
because you're a conservative great man.
Hulk Hogan works it.
What?
Hulk Hogan works it.
Producer, what gas station is that? Workman's.
Down here?
On what exit, baby?
Mine's 16 General.
78 exit. It's great. It's a great convenience store. That's where I bought all those pork rinds last time for you.
The yellow.
Yo, yeah.
I talked with him.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
As I did gas, I was talking with him.
It took me a second to tell. Okay,
I was like, the old Hulkster we're gonna have a conversation.
I bought this. Who were those people? So this was years ago, and they had multiple stands throughout Bentonville Rogers, and it was a bunch of black people, and they were really sweet. And they had
easy Biden,
right?
Kiss him on the forehead.
And so, what was that? Okay, so they had a bus. Where was that bus located? They had a big ass bus, and they had big ass tents, and there was a bunch of black people, and it was awesome. It was fun, and they had all Trump shit. And it's like blacks for Trump
and white dumbasses.
And that's her shirt. Come show your shirt. Come show your shirt to these guys. No. And didn't you get that shirt
just
from
to tell him I bought it from a black dude.
And he was wearing this shirt, and he showed me. Really sweet guy.
And fucking hook, line, and sinker.
And he's like, I have one more, and he had to go on the bus and get it. And so I got the one. He's like, well, this work, and he showed me through the bus window. I was like, hell yeah, let's go for more. It's awesome, dude. And so he came around. Were they from Atlanta? That's so serious. Like, of course, like one of the black. They're from Atlanta. Yeah, dude, and they were awesome. They were hilarious, and they got a whole spiel. They're like, "This is why we freaking for Trump." But I don't know. This is the plug for them.
Official.
Just sit down. Nobody can read that. It's too long to read.
I'm glad they darked that out.
Show this website.
It's official JBay25.
Show this fucking website.
It's too long. It's too long. You can't.
Too long of what?
Official 31JBay24.com, yo.
Who dat? They were so sweet. They were awesome.
One dude had gold teeth and shit. I loved him.
You think you could pull that off?
Gold teeth?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Who dat? All the Saints? Are you kidding me?
Are you aware that you're a
Turn
fucking
around one more
wild
time.
man?
Always been a fucking wild man my whole life.
This guy.
Okay. This site cannot be reached.
Yeah.
Keep going out of business.
Yeah, just
Well,
there.
it was
Some
also-
straight shooters with a screen printer in the back of a bus.
Well, that was probably the last website. But remember, there was the women. It was like the black
Jesus.
women for
The shirt
Trump.
I
It's
got
getting
said
worse.
sisters.
Yeah, the
They're
black.
sisters.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
look
the
that up.
sisters
Look
now.
up the
I
sisters.
tried.
Just look up the
and-
sisters.
It didn't go up
The
either.
place
Well,
J with sisters. Maybe
you know,
that's,
Bidenomics.
maybe
That's
they
what I'm
fucking
on.
did their own.
Someone-
Maybe they did their
You
own
can't find the
logo wrong.
sisters?
Oh my god.
You know, the sisters to
I'm
make the
looking.
Let's Go Biden.
No, and that's what they're saying. They're like, the sisters have gone
This
home.
website
We're just trying to make a little bit more money
has
before
been
we
shut
go
down
home.
by the FBI.
Because it was all about the what was
he's
the
a fucking
fuss?
shooter,
The
probably.
sisters.
God
The
damn it,
sisters
son.
fuss.
Who's the sisters now?
No. The guys are talking about the sisters for Trump
Listed as
organization,
Yeah.
and they were going to have 2 million black women vote for Trump in the election. I don't think they showed up because he lost. And so,
Don't think they pulled
I
it
think it
off.
worked.
But I
They
got
had
the
great
t-shirt.
intentions, but it didn't fucking work, unfortunately.
Unbelievable.
And now the websites are down. So
Yeah.
was that a dream, Melissa? Did we
No,
create these shirts?
We did
You
not.
made a yeah. Let's.
And we went to 2 of
Smoked some
our
DMT and
We went to Taco Bell.
I do not do drugs
And we
anymore,
spent
everybody.
way too much money at both of them.
I used to do drugs. No longer. I'm done
Met
with
these
those.
guys down at Finger Park.
Still will. Is fascinated with finger park.
I got out. Yeah.
How did you first learn about finger park?
Just
Finger
How
park.
old were we? Like, when did that
Who are you
ever-
fingering
high
at Finger
school.
Park still, Will?
Oh, it's
We were
gross.
still in school.
That's gross.
Well, no, do you know the
Was it
story?
smelly?
Don't go
No.
in the woods.
It was like men's
When we were-
men kind of
Yeah,
situation.
it was like when we were kids. It was like don't go in the woods, you get fucked. And then it was when you're later, like going in the woods, you get dick sucked. It was.
That sounds
It's
fun.
always just been
What
like
about as an adult?
in a
Is that-
fucking bus
What?
with a bunch of sisters.
No way.
Yeah, that's where we got them. They had screen printers. T-shirt making hoes is what they're named in the 90s.
T-shirt making hoes? Are they
Yeah.
sucking dick?
Obviously, they've progressed. No, now they're putting boobies on shirts.
Yeah.
Oh man,
The sisters for Trump?
I almost pulled the Stephen Lord there.
I don't know.
Spit that beer all over the fucking.
Yeah, but you're a bitch, bro.
I am in a lot of ways. It's okay. I'm comfortable.
Where did y'all see this bus?
Where was that? What parking lot was that, producer?
It was in Rogers, Arkansas. And
The producer that I sleep with.
they had a couple of locations, and we stopped at Fold.
We stopped at all the locations.
Is it like something you got like a website to, or
It's like,
you just like
it's like the
I'm
Chinese
Like
guy
you're just-
selling
I'm-
bonsai.
No, they had flags flying, dude. They had Trump flags flying. It was like blacks for Trump, and I was
so
like,
were y'all?
fuck yeah.
But were y'all just
They
like
were
out
in-
for ice cream? Or
Yeah,
you
we were
you were actually out looking for
and there was
Trump
this big
memorabilia?
fucking, it was like
Like,
sisters for
what do
Trump.
y'all do? Yeah, that's my
For
question.
real,
Like,
yeah.
We were out getting barbecue,
Okay,
fried
all right.
chicken,
We went, like,
picked up some
antique-
watermelons
hang
from
on,
the store.
wait. She's got the real story.
This is all getting cut.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Oh, I've got questions. I just where do you see these?
At least we're not talking about the Jews. That's all.
Now you can cut it.
I've crossed the line.
That's amazing.
We love Jewish people. We love black people. We love white. We love all people. Everybody. Sorry to get weird.
It's kind of good thing. I mean,
The producer. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Expect any less?
Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth. Maybe because you've heard that a few times.
Do that.
God damn.
See, it's that kind of shit though
I
that makes me
mean-
wonder.
How do you think they're gonna do this year?
Suck penises.
All right, at least we're on the same page.
Lick taints.
Okay, Steven, stop.
Who's at the top 2 seeds right now? Would you say Stillwell going into it?
Not the
You
Saints.
follow the offseason.
It'd be a Niners. I'd say like Niners in Detroit. You
What
know,
was their offseason like?
see- It was
They get some pickups.
It's a good couple wide receiver and defensive wise. They did. Niners are going to be solid. I think the Niners, Lions, Eagles, As far as NFC goes,
Do you think they try and diminish McCaffrey's role a little bit? It seems like
it's hard to diminish him. I mean,
well, that's the thing. Like if he goes down, I feel like
it's a big hurt. They
It's
don't
a big
do
hurt.
well without him.
no.
Obviously, I
they
mean
That's
dude's
why they have to play him. He's a beast.
fucking stud.
Yeah, I
man.
get it.
You have to play to get to the playoffs.
I
Like, there's
get
no
it.
sitting your best player,
But
because then you're not getting to the fucking playoffs. Yeah, it's risk. It's high
Unless
risk.
you're
Reward. I mean, it's
LeBron,
shit, dude.
Okay. Well, it wasn't a big reward last year.
Well, it's never. It's
Taylor
not
Swift
going to
won
be.
the vote. She wasn't even playing.
I'm sick of seeing that shit.
You remember that Super Bowl, Thomas? The Taylor Swift Bowl?
Taylor Swift Bowl.
No, but seriously, it took over the whole everything.
And God bless Taylor Swift. Can I just
I mean,
say,
I get
top
it.
10 guitarist,
I
singer,
mean, from the
songwriter of
NFL's
all time.
perspective, If they want to grab a young, hell, if you could get a young female audience watching the NFL, holy shit, what a win!
I've become a Swiftie recently. My wife's
I was Travis
against
Kelsey. I'd have went after Laney Wilson.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you have a choice,
Fuck
but if
Taylor
you're owned
Swift.
by a corporation,
Where's he
they
from?
Tell you to.
it. Kelsey.
Cincinnati.
Well, of course he's not going for Laney Wilson.
Why the would? I mean, I'm from Arkansas. I'd go for her.
Of course, because you're from fucking Arkansas.
Well, she's not.
Where's she from?
No, she's
Louisiana.
like,
Of course.
God, that's the best.
He's from
I've ever seen.
Cincinnati.
It doesn't matter. Have
He
you
doesn't
seen
want to.
the
He wants a
backside of her?
Yankee like fucking Taylor Swift.
No, he dates who he's told to date. The corporations own them both, in my opinion.
Northerners like Northerners, Southerners like Southerners. That's
And
all I'm
she's
saying.
Southern, boy. She got the curves.
It's
in the right
cultural.
spots, let me put it that way.
It's cultural.
What's a northern woman look like? Bony and bitchy?
Shitty.
Can you say
Not
that?
all of them, but
I know,
most
that's
of
the
them. Like
terrible
Michigan
stereotype.
women,
That's
not good
awful.
looking. That's just. This is like. Sorry, Michiganders. I love Michigan. Michigan's a hell of a state. I love not Michigan that called y'all suck at college football.
Just keep
You
the
can't
helmet on.
generalize.
But all your women are ugly. Most of them. I've seen a couple
You know
pretty ones in
goddamn well
Michigan.
there's hot
keep your
women in
helmet
Michigan.
on.
No, there's not
Hey,
really.
this nice to about the vibe of
Whoa.
your wedding. Zazzle is
Oh no,
What are you
Might
doing
get
back
called-
there?
she's getting
I'm getting
pissed.
called out by Taylor Swift.
She's getting pissed.
I'd start saying,
That
yeah,
dog's trying to kill himself. Don't encourage him.
yeah.
Jesus.
Come on, baby.
Poor
Come
dog
on,
wants
big
to take a
dog.
shot
Come
of the
on,
year.
I don't know how to help you, dude. I don't know. I mean,
It's
you
like
want
if
me
I
to
stand close enough to this son
do
bitch,
you
my
want
ear
me
will
to
start
grab your
bleeding.
ass? Do you want me to grab your ass and put you over here? I don't know what to do. I'm
Just
really.
ignore him. And
Yeah.
He's a lurker.
I'll have to take some more allergy medicine.
Moldy dogs now. But
Moldy cats, moldy dogs.
we got it all.
Well, guys, this is fun.
Okay, so I don't know what this will be, but do you guys want to listen to a couple of witnesses from the?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we
pull
do.
it up.
Breaking news from
So
5
there I
hours ago.
was.
Right?
From the guy in the black
There
hat.
I was, and this guy in the beard is climbing a ladder with a machine gun. God damn.
We're the most uninformed people to talk about this, but we continue to do
Whoa,
something.
it's a firefighter.
Okay, here we go.
Hell yeah, these guys know.
Oh,
The truck-
yeah, baby.
That dude knows.
More like what we heard. The bullets rattling around the grandstand. One hit the speaker tower, and then chaos broke. We hit the ground, and the police converged to the grandstand. First thing I heard was a couple of cracks. Then I saw a hydraulic line. One of the speakers looked like it kind of hit. Then I heard, like Chris said, a couple of bullets rattling around. And we hit the deck. And,
Such a good shooter, he was aiming for the speakers. Good job, baby. Good.
You're all right with them.
We
Yeah, I was about to take some more medicine.
assisted to
Trying to
they have
kill
got
him.
shot.
So I made me spit beer all over
That's
this
what he's trying to
motherfucker.
do. Take her out.
Pass for getting them out of the way. And just
All right, we can kill it. Well,
It looks like
catch up.
he's fought a fire in some bitch.
Right, he has.
It was like you was at a Trump rave.
Do they really need the helmets on?
Hell yeah, dude.
It's on his
No,
butt there. You
that's
know.
kinda
Fucking
throwing
shots
me off.
fired, dude.
Just a little bit.
It's all weird. man.
That just doesn't make
fired.
sense.
It's all so weird.
That just doesn't make sense.
I'm about to put a helmet
I'm
on.
gonna go to a rally with my fire hat on.
President to be in
Oh,
trouble.
I'm sorry.
Dude, what if a
Even
fire?
if you are a firefighter,
Even
that's
if fire
cool.
breaks
just
out.
wear like a firefighter shirt
Exactly.
or whatever. I mean, you can usually tell that they're. I mean, I bet we could have told without those hats.
It's all optics, though.
I love that you're weirded out about the hats and not the Trump glasses. The Trump glasses.
Promise on this one.
It's so
It's all optics.
There's just so many. Everything I see.
I don't know
that-
why we gotta have props.
No, you don't.
is so fucking crazy.
Props are fun,
But
especially for improv.
I feel like
This motherfucker wearing glasses and he's dark as fuck in here. I mean,
Mark Norman over there.
Yeah.
Jokes, people.
There's your brother.
Yeah, looking like deer up there, looking at each other. God damn, about they got the same kind of takes.
Who dat?
Jesus.
Give me that
go.
fucking koozie, babe.
Trade you, dog.
Get some LSU koozie brought in or something.
What do you think the Braddies are going to think about this episode, Brad? Bradinos. What if you called your audience?
I don't know. That's
Your subscribers.
I don't know.
The Bradinos? Huh?
What do y'all think about what we just watched, though? I can't.
I think it's awesome.
What? No,
I want some of those Trump glasses.
The firefighters.
Yeah.
Wannabe. I don't know.
What was your take? I mean,
You're really fucked up about the firefighters.
Thomas, let's go back.
Like deeper. What's your conspiracy theory about the firefighters?
I don't understand why the helmets are throwing me off.
Because they're trying
they're
to get
hats.
pussy. Like, why else would you fucking like wear? Like,
hot
why
as
else would you
hell
wear
there.
glasses?
sorry, producer. Why? Like he's wearing the Trump glasses.
Producer earmuffs. They're trying to get pussy.
There's a bunch of patriots there that love. They love firefighter. We back the blue and the red firefighter or orange.
Can't
What's
make
the
this shit
fucking? What's the fucking firefighters? We back the blue. We're not back the goddamn firefighters.
That's a heavy ass helmet. And
That
it's
would
probably
be-
hot as hell.
Have you been in a fire before? We know you've been in a firefight, but have you been in a fire?
I have not.
Like backdraft.
I wish I was.
Even you're burned up right out of the spot.
Set this couch
You're in a
on fire.
fucking oven, just goddamn Auschwitz.
Jesus Christ.
Talk about the Jews.
Oh, man.
Oh god, we're gonna get
Yeah,
this
Yeah,
damn.
cut. We're getting this cut. I fucked it all up.
No.
I fucked it to hell.
No, I'm glad.
Producer, just end it.
You
Nope.
always
Just end my life, producer. Just fucking take me out. But
Ooh.
gotta be a better shot than the fucking
I
assassinator.
do want to just say for the record, I'm not responsible for anything anyone on this podcast says, including myself. Please don't listen to anything we say.
But you are, because you put us on this motherfucker.
This is
You
for
invite us
this is
here.
for entertainment purposes only.
We don't mean any of this shit, people.
None
We're
of
full of
this.
shit. Don't trust
So I'm not
us.
getting paid now?
Yeah, right. Well, we had to sign the fucking disclaimer or the fucking contract at the beginning of this motherfucker. What was that shit about?
Fucking
That was the biggest hillbilly contract I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a guest book.
If you can read the.
You want to hear my
pages,
conspiracy behind the guest book?
It's a fucked up. It's a fucked up contract. It's got a bunch of people's names on it.
Oh, right.
This is weird.
The hit list.
I'll
People,
fucking sign
people
it.
are weird about signing it, though.
Oh fuck! Oh really?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, wait, what do you need this for? I was like, I mean, I'm just trying to, like,
I was good with the signature. The fingerprints, though, was a little.
you didn't. It was the anal swab that
It was the.
that got you.
Yeah, it was the
Like,
taint.
is this necessary?
The taint examination was a little, you know.
You gotta be thorough.
Thorough, hell yeah, dude. You're the thoroughest guy out there in the podcast
He
world.
gets you guys on the suppositories too.
Yeah, dude.
I gotta push him in. Like, okay, whatever.
What did I talk about suppositories the other day with you?
Motherfuckers.
What was that about?
I don't remember. It's disturbing.
Oh, black pill. He's like, dude, that's so fucking black pill. And I'm like, no, this is like black suppository up my fucking anal hole. That's how dark I'm going.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking black hole. No light escapes that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's pretty bleak. Like my latest theory is that the powers that be, call them the deep state or unelected bureaucracy or the elite, whatever.
All of
They
it.
want World War III because people are getting into an even position and they don't like that. I think there wants to be a new world power and our authority is being challenged. And it's going to take a world war to resettle that and find out, hey, who's the biggest and the baddest. And I think we're overdue for it. I think they want it to happen. And I think Trump got in the way.
Yeah.
And Trump's wanting to make deals and make
Yeah.
money.
No war.
But there's something bigger going on.
All the anti-gravity bullshit that was stolen, all the fucking patents have been stolen by the goddamn federal government. Over fucking 5,000 a year. Patents are stolen with slapped with a secrecy label by the CIA, by the fucking military, It's really fucked up because they know the motherland's not threatened.
You're like this show's Alex Jones. Like the things you're
I take
saying,
that as a compliment.
I know you do, but the things you're saying are acting like that's legit. I think you're just such a character that you're like
More than Alex Jones?
you're like maybe.
I don't make a dime off these shirts, but they're
You
$19.99.
are true.
The frogs are gay!
It's for fucking Louisiana, dude.
Who that?
Then he just co-signs it.
Yeah.
Let's boil some crawfish. Eat some boudin.
What was it like growing up down there?
It's awesome.
What kind of place did you live? Were you like in the suburbs? You in the country?
We're in a place called Sleesville, Louisiana. Outside Fort Polk, which the Wokies got their way. They've now Fort Polk is
Is that like
Fort
a Wookiee?
Johnson.
Yeah.
But like more Cajun?
It's rainbow colored.
It's those guys that are.
But no, I moved to Arkansas at an early age. So I tell people I'm from the Big Boot. It's Arkansas and Louisiana. Y'all don't know your
I guess
geography.
we are too.
Y'all know where Louisiana is?
We're connected to it.
Hey, I scream "Go Tigers" and "Go Hogs" at the same goddamn time. Makes no sense.
When they play
Like my
each
life.
other. When they play each other, who do you go for?
I don't say shit
Yeah, okay.
because my wife will fucking murder me.
And she's raised her back.
Do that.
That's good. At least you found somebody with stable mindset.
And she's from Tulsa though, so
Could
she's.
you imagine him without her? To anchor him to reality a little bit?
Yeah.
No, she was. Yeah, I was a little out there. She kind of
She's got to be a little older.
She
brought me a
job
little
on her
bit.
hands.
Thank God.
She got a tough job.
Yeah, I think I'd be in the metaverse at this point. All in.
How's that going? You following all that?
No,
either one of y'all?
No.
Did you listen to the Rogues episode of that kid that got the fucking
No.
implant?
I was too afraid. I was a pussy. I didn't listen to it. You know what he's talking about?
Yeah, I've seen that, something about it.
Neuralink
Uh-huh.
patient, I guess. He was paraplegic. What
Yep.
was he?
Full on paraplegic.
And what was the results?
Incredible results. He fucking can play video games with his brain. And all the fucking lefties and fucking
And you
tech
on this-
gurus. Oh, Elon won't be able to do it. Blah blah blah. This is 50 years away, 100 years away from being able to do any of this shit. And his didn't even go well. Because your brain fucking shrinks and expands, and they didn't fucking through just his Neuralink. They understand now that the brain shrinks and expands more than what they anticipated, and so now as they implant more neural links, they're going to be able to gauge it. And so like the possibilities are endless.
So you watch the Y-Files. You ever seen this? The Y-Files? It's basically, how would you describe that guy? He looks into like conspiracies and a lot of like unanswered kind of questions and shit. But he did one on.
He's a storyteller.
Yeah, he's an entertainer, but he like deals in legitimate shit.
And but he will at the end of the episode. I'm sorry, will fucking debunk. Like we'll say what true. Like he gets you into the episode, gets you all about the Anunnaki and shit. And then at the end, really.
But he dives down and explains it. Like if you're willing to watch the episode, like you get the.
And then he debunks what he can and says what's true, not true, but kind of just presents all the evidence and what people believe in a lot of the shit. But the DARPA episode and the Patton episode you watch, do you notice at the end there was no debunking?
I haven't finished.
There was no fucking debunking, and that's what's fucked up.
The episode we're talking about the guys talking about how. Well, how would you describe?
It's dangerous people.
What's it called? The Invention Secrecy Act.
Oh yeah, Invention Secrets Act. What was it? 1951. It's fucked up. Anyone that submits a patent.
It's a fucking Trump knife.
Anyone that submits a patent in the United States. So what's fucked up is the patent office. There is a representative of every military branch. Oh, dude, and what I wanted to talk to you about is the fucking 0-point energy devices, right? And what was it, Salvatore Piaz or whatever his name? I know it's not. I'm sorry, guys, but real quickly, he had a 0-point device that could supply endless energy out of a device this fucking big. You think nuclear subs are nuclear? I don't think they are. I think they're fucking 0-point devices in the middle of those bitches because that brilliant scientist who fucking died mysteriously, broke, and all of his inventions were stolen by the federal government. He fucking, the Navy has the rights to his patents. So I think all of our ships are now powered by these 0-point energy devices, and it's not
but
nuclear.
what does China have? That's why I always
Well, because we're so good at innovating. That's the difference between us and China.
right. But like one question I have is like with the Ukraine-Russia war, why are they using all this old school military shit?
Because they don't want a real war.
Right. It's posturing.
Because if we use the actual technology that we have,
Right.
we could wipe anybody out.
Sure.
Instantly.
But people are dying.
It's said that with 0-point energy, that if you harnessed the fucking power, the energy out of a cup, a coffee cup, is enough energy to evaporate the oceans of the world. So,
Go piss.
take that for what it is.
It's not very sharp.
Huh?
It's not very sharp.
You never are.
It's from
Just
China.
You might get. That's the most American thing about it.
Yeah, do that.
All of our shit's from China.
Why not?
Teaming.
Even like Daily Wire and stuff, like Jeremy's Razors and all that, when those first came out, they were getting from China.
Why?
Like the
Cheap
mugs.
labor. Just
Right.
like we're importing.
Yeah, but it's like, isn't that part of the
Un-American?
problem until you use it to your advantage? It's real easy to.
They're all hypocrites.
Well, yeah, I think they all are.
Holy moly.
I said we wrap this bitch. Stillwell.
Wrap it. Wrap it up.
Hit
It's
up
almost 2
Stillwell
hours.
if you want a koozie.
Koozie. We'll send you one. You want one? It's Brad Durham's podcasting couch. Have you ever got it like real close to the camera?
I never can find the damn thing.
Oh, here, let's just use mine. Just a second. Look at that.
Boom. In 3D and color.
Boom. And then you know what? If you guys don't like the podcast, there's this side for you too. Yeah. There's double-sided.